What's up, guys? Boogie back again. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Road to 5,000 subscribers. Shout out to you guys who support my channel and who leave me good motivational comments, motivating comments. So, as always, I got a compilation of so many fun, entertaining, crazy videos. All I do is talk about dating and the dating dynamics between men and women. And in the first one, as you can see from the title, shout out to Kendra G. Also, the all links to all the videos I'm going to be reacting to will be down in the description. So if there's a video you want to finish, click the description. I'm going to label all of them out for you so that you just click right to the video that you want to finish. Because some videos I finish them, some videos are too long. I don't get to finish them. I just pick out a few interesting points that me and you can talk about, think about, and debate about. So the first video is from Kendra G show, and this lady, she's in the military. Shout out to all the people who in the army and fighting for the USA. So also, but she's young. She's quite young, 22 years old, single mom, and she's gonna talk about how she likes to date older men and she once dated a man who's 82 years old at 20 years of age. That's a 62-year-old gap. We're going to find out why she was dating a man who's 60 years her senior. Without further ado, let's go.
Are you in the military? You're in the military, right?
I am
Okay, how old are you?
retiring.
Thank you for serving our country.
I'm 22.
22. Thank you for serving our country.
Thank you for your support.
Okay. You're 22. Where are you based? Where are you calling us from?
California.
California. Do you have any kids?
I have a daughter, one. She'll be
One.
two soon.
Two, so one daughter. Why are you not with the dad?
We're just not compatible. He's a great guy. We're just not compatible.
Okay.
So first of all, she looks good. Obviously she's young, but she really looks good. I like her natural, you know, chocolate queen, chocolate sister, but she's in the military, so I don't expect her to have so much makeup on. But also, shout out to her for saying something positive about her baby daddy. Because we have seen so many cases where women come on and they ask them why they're not with the father of their children, and they just go off, oh, he's toxic, he's controlling, and so on and so forth. But shout out to her for being so positive.
And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Leo.
Leo. So we got Trinity, 22, in the military, calling us from Cali, mom to a 2-year-old, never married. Have you ever been married?
Yes, I've been married.
When did you get divorced?
I married at 18, divorced at 19.
Oh, you already okay. Divorced at 19. I know, but was you in the military at 18?
Yeah. Mhm.
Did you get married to stay together?
No, I got married so that I can make more money.
Oh, there you have it. Either way, Sean. It was
Okay, so far we know she's all about her moolah. She's all about the money, baby. Okay, so let's listen.
okay, but it's over now.
Yeah, it's over now.
All right, what kind of man you looking for, honey?
I'm just looking for someone who is financially stable. I don't mind kids as long as you don't have multiple baby mamas. I only have one to deal with, so I would prefer him to only have one to deal with. Someone who makes the same amount or more than me. Someone who's kind and understanding and can switch it up because I like to party, but I also like to, vibe and chill out.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Someone with bad hygiene, bad breath, can't do it. Someone with 6 kids, a man that is old and has never been married and expects a younger woman. No, thank you. Controlling men. No, thank you. A man that is not smart.
That's funny. She wants a stable guy, so she talked about money. So first of all, the first time she got married was for the money. Now she says she wants the stable guy, and then she just said she doesn't want an old man who has never been married. So in other words, if he has been divorced before, he's okay, but he gotta have the money straight as well. And you can't have more than 6 kids, I think, because she's a single mom of one. Okay, to me it sounds like fair standards or preferences?
I like someone that I can learn from. And if I can't learn from you, then not gonna work.
Ooh, I caught the shade, girl. I don't know if they caught it, but I caught it. She said, if you own and think you're gonna be her, she's gonna be your trophy. She will not. If you own and never been married, she will not do it. Now you said 6 kids. Does that mean he can have 5?
No, he can't have more than 2.
Okay, there we go. So 2 kids is the max. What is the age range? Let's just get to the age range.
I can do 23 to until 60.
Wait a minute now. You just
Yeah.
said all that and you would go all the way to 60?
Yeah, like if his wife died, then yeah.
Wait, say it again.
If his wife died or something and he's just getting back out there, yeah, cool. But if you're just old and ain't got nothing to show for it, then
Okay, I thought you didn't want that would be a sugar daddy. Because what would be
no.
the reason of you dating a man almost 60 at 23?
Girl, it's a lot of reasons. They still work down there.
The number one reason there is going to be money. She's not going to take a guy who's 60 years old who's broke. She's going to take a guy who's 60 years old and can pay her bills, take care of her, and men that age usually don't mind spending the money. Whereas, younger men try to be like, I'm not going to take you out on an expensive dinner date. Men who are older and they have all the money, 60, we're talking 50, 60, 70, they don't care. Like they've seen it all. All they want is a beautiful woman around and they'll spend all the money.
Okay, well, this is fine. This is fine. Your request is your request. I just thought when you said old, you didn't want an older man, but you are open to an older man.
Yeah, I'm open to him.
This is why people were getting mad at me. We had a man that was 66 years old on the show recently, and he wanted a woman 27, 28. And they were like, he's a pedophile. Why you let him 20? I mean, I still do think 27 is too young for a 66-year-old in my own personal belief. But I've had women such as yourself in their 20s saying, I'll date a man in their 60s.
The only time a woman has, actually, there are two types of women who have issues with men who like to date younger women. Number one, they are either way old as well. We're talking 40, 45, 50, 60 years old. So a woman who's 60 years old doesn't want a man who's 60 years old to date a woman who's younger than her. She sees that as an issue because it's competition, right? And then the second type of women are the women who don't want to date older men who are broke. In other words, most women will date a man who's 20, 25, even 30 years older than them as long as he has money. If he has money, they don't care. If he has money and considerably looks good, I mean, even if he doesn't even look good, but he has money and he doesn't mind spending it, because he may have the money but doesn't want to spend it. But if he has money and doesn't mind spending it, they'll be with him. Think of Hugh Hefner. He had a mansion full of young, beautiful models. That's because he had the money and was spending it.
Yeah, I have.
What happened with that?
He died. Yeah, he was 82. Yeah, he died.
Wow.
What?
She dated a man who was 82 and she was 20 years old. Wow. And he died.
Yeah, he was amazing though. Great guy. Just died on me.
That means he had the money.
Literally died on you?
Literally. He had a heart attack.
Literally on top of you?
No.
Oh. Like died. But he was
No.
82.
Yeah.
And he was able to still get it in.
No.
No.
His mouth worked though.
Ooh. She had an 82-year-old man eat her pom pom. Okay. And I'm sure he had the money spending it as well. No 20-year-old woman is going to be with that 82-year-old man who doesn't have the money and who's not spending it. That's facts.
Trinity, what's going on? Trinity, what's happening here? What's happening, Trinity? You're surprising me every time I think I can't get surprised, I get surprised.
She looks so innocent. That's why.
In my defense, he did not look 82.
He had the money
Was he
too.
Why did you want to date an 82-year-old man? That could be your grandpa's grandpa.
Grandpa had money.
I know, but hold on. I don't need my people coming to me here. But I didn't know he was 82 at first. I thought he was like 50.
So Trinity, okay. Why did you say you don't want an old man? You do. You're okay with an old man.
I don't care if he's old. I just don't want one that is
Broke.
not like
Say it.
like he can't be old and nothing to show for it.
Exactly. Told you. If he's gonna be way older than her, he gotta have the moolah. That's it. That's the difference maker. Cause most women would rather deal with a man who's like 40 years their senior if he has money rather than deal with a man their own age who's broke. That is the facts, guys. Like we can't. I mean, come on now.
Like you've been on this earth for 82 years and you still working at McDonald's?
See, told you.
No.
She's right.
Okay. Well, may the guy that you was dating rest in peace. So you don't want to go to 82 though anymore.
No, I don't want
Okay.
him to die on me.
So 60 only.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. When did you date him, by the way? If you don't mind me asking, how old was you at the time?
I was 20.
Girl, that was so inappropriate.
Girl, I don't even care.
And I agree with her. She's an adult. He's an adult. They know what they're doing. He's spending the money. That she's getting something from him. He's getting companionship from him. I told you. It is what it is. It doesn't matter how many faces Kendra makes like this. This woman who's 22 years old would rather deal with a man who's 82 years old who has the money rather than deal with a man who's 22 years old, the same age as her, who works at McDonald's. That is just the facts.
What did your mom and dad say?
They thought I was crazy. But
Let's keep going.
I think they're getting used to it.
Let's keep going. I guess they've known you longer than me. They should have told me. Your parents should have hit me up first to prepare me for you, child. Okay, let me keep going. Okay, so did I even get to what kind of man you want? We did.
Yeah,
Do you have any more requirements before we go to your deal breakers?
No.
Okay,
We already did deal breakers too.
What are your deal breakers?
We already did deal breakers.
Oh, we did? But look, I'm sorry. I can't even keep track. You done made me forget track. Should the guy look a certain way?
Just at least 5'11". No messed up teeth. That's really it. I don't really care about skin tone or race or no tiny nose. I like a man with a nice nose.
Men with nice noses. Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
At least at minimum 65K at least. In this
That is probably the lowest amount of money I've heard a woman ask for on Kendra G's show. 65,000? That is the lowest I've heard a woman say. Usually, if they want to be nice, they say money doesn't matter as long as you can take care of your bills and take care of me. But usually, once she asks for a number, 65K has been the lowest I've ever heard a woman ask for. And maybe that's because she's 22 anyway. So,
to kind of be able to take care of yourself and be stable.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. My uniform is a little baggy because I don't like to show all my goodies in uniform.
Okay. Okay. We can tell you got good shape. Whoop. Okay. We got you, girl. Trinity, you a little feisty.
I am.
You one of them, but let me tell you, you were surprised feisty. Maybe if I saw you when you wasn't in your uniform, I would have probably picked up on it. But I ain't pick up on it till the conversation got into a child. But they got to watch you, child.
Just a little bit.
A lot of it. right. When was your last relationship?
My last relationship was a year ago.
Um, oh, you said when?
A year ago.
A year ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
With someone, probably like 6, 7 months. With myself, last night.
Ooh, yo, I like her. And she looks so pretty. Look, she has a cute face. I mean, guys, she's one of the few ladies that I've seen on this show that she seems calm the way she speaks. She seems innocent, but when she starts saying her life stories, you could never believe she's been with a man who's 82 years old. You can't even think she's a single mom. Kendra is lost for words.
I know.
Um,
It's hard out here.
But for all of you guys in the army of veterans, the vets, I've heard you guys be knocking them down in the army. And she's saying she hasn't been intimate with a man in 7 months. Is that true? Is that possible? Guys in the army, comment down below.
I know. It is hard out here, in my defense.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. 3 flaws. You know, Trinity, that was a question you didn't even have to answer. You know, I literally said you don't have to answer, but I see you like to share.
Yeah, that's one of my flaws. I overshare sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And I hope you don't get into trouble for oversharing either.
I do a lot because I'm trying to learn to control it, but like I just say whatever's on my mind.
We can tell.
It come out.
Okay. 3 flaws you have 3 flaws you have to work on, honey.
My patience for one.
Okay.
Judging people before I know them. I tend to do that a lot. And then also not being so brutally honest and just out there. I'm trying to calm down a little bit.
No,
Okay.
but that's good. If you're gonna be honest, that's good. No, if it's disrespectful, then that's a different question. But I like her. She looks good. She's all about the money, no matter the age, and she seems pretty, you know, self-aware for her age. I mean, she said 65K is the minimum, but she also is all about the money. So it doesn't matter. So I know most of you guys are gonna be in the DMs, but shout out to you guys who are gonna be, you know, hitting up Trinity. She's a good-looking woman. But she has just told us that, you know, she has shown us another reason why it's all about the money at the end of the day. Most women, like I said, would rather date a man who's older as long as he has the money than date a man their own age, which to me it's fair. They don't have to be with a broke man. So, but shout out to Kendra. Link down below for the full video. I think it's almost over. But up next, shout out to Lapif Network. I mean, this week they've been having crazy conversations between this lady, Sweeney, Bruiser, and Will. Okay, Will wasn't in the picture, but I think he's gonna show up. But again, it's about women taking accountability in relationships, women divorcing good men, but it seems that this woman is against other women and she's against other men. Anything they agree on, she doesn't like when women agree with the men. She doesn't like when men hold women accountable. It's on. In this video, she calls this woman here a pick me. And we have seen these things on social media where so many times, anytime a woman agrees with a man, anytime a woman says something about positive about men, anytime a woman tries to hold other women accountable, other women attack her and call her a pick me, which is like a way of slandering her name, you know, an insult to say she shouldn't, you know, she shouldn't be positive about men. Or she's trying to get picked by men by saying something men like to hear. She's pandering to men. It's just funny. You know, it's like she's breaking the sisterhood or the sister code of saying something else. It's like they want all women to hate men, together. But if a woman stands out of the group and says something positive about men, they call her a pygmy. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Also, if I can, because what I said was brought up, I was asked a question. Men on this panel were asked a question: what is a legitimate reason that someone would
You
would
asked
leave?
that question.
No, Aisha asked us that question.
Okay. That was after you grilled her
No.
about saying that she shouldn't have left. That's not a good reason.
Who said who?
You said
Pause,
that's not
pause,
a good enough reason
Pause.
for
Pause.
y'all
Pause.
said that
Stop,
substance
Ali.
abuse.
I never, Danielle, did I ever tell you personally that you shouldn't have left?
No.
Aisha,
said that's
did
not a
I
good-
stop it?
Ali, I just got through asking you. Let Sweeney get to what he's gonna get. We'll get to you. We make sure we extend the same courtesy.
Aisha, didn't you ask us, hey, what if you're telling us to stay, what is a legitimate reason for us to leave?
Yes,
That
I
was
asked.
the question you asked, right?
That's my story because I was like, what's the
Right.
legitimate
And
reason?
how I responded, I said, if we can just go off of the story that we were told, because the first thing I told you is it depends on the person's story. We don't know it depends on the details of the relationship. We can't just give a blanketed statement on what reason somebody should or should not leave. That was the first thing I said. And then I did say, if I was to judge Danielle's situation, I don't think that was enough to leave a relationship. Stop.
Hold on, Ali.
No, this is stupid.
Stop.
This is
Stop.
wrong.
Ali,
This is
Stop.
the same
Ali.
thing I
Stop.
said.
Stop.
Can you imagine being in a relationship with a woman like this and having to go home every night to her? You're probably going to be expecting arguments every night. This is the reason why so many men get off work and stay in their cars for hours. They get off work at 5 and stay in their car till 10 p.m. contemplating, afraid of going to the house because they're expecting an argument. And she's a good-looking woman. I'm not even going to lie. She's good-looking. I mean, the lighting isn't the best, like, other people on the panel, but you can tell that she's a good-looking woman.
I said that I believe that her relationship is salvageable and that is something you can work through. The issues that they had wasn't necessarily something that cannot be worked through a relationship. That's what I said. Now, I'm going to ask you this, Danielle, because somebody wants to take offense for you. Do you take any offense to my opinion about whether your relationship is salvageable or not?
No, I agree with you.
Point made. At this point, I don't understand what we're arguing here.
It's not an argument. It's what I just said that. You just said, oh, no, I didn't say that, and repeated exactly what I said. That's the definition of a narcissist.
But Ali, you really want to be right and you don't want to be
I'm not
effective.
trying to be right. I
No,
know what he
I'm
said.
just saying
I know
this
what
as a person.
He said that you should have stayed, and he just said it again. He said, no,
Okay, but I'm saying you are focusing on the ability to be right versus effectivity.
it's not about being right. It's about
So what is it about? Why do you keep
Let me tell
interrupting
you
him? What is it about?
It's about men telling you to stay with a man that you don't want to be with just because he's a man.
Okay.
No, he said every situation is different. And from her story, the story she told on the panel, he simply said she should have stayed and worked it out with her man. Because for those of you who didn't watch my previous videos, she left a man she was staying with because he was asking her where she is at. Every time she left the house, he didn't know where she was. And then she left him because she didn't like the fact that he was asking where she was. That's all. So he said for that reason, they could have stayed and worked things out rather than breaking up every relationship whenever a man asks, hey, baby, where are you? He's just caring and being protective. That way, when you get in an issue, he knows where you are and he can come to you. But she doesn't like that this woman agreed with him. She wants every time a man says something, women should just disagree and say no.
Is my point.
Right.
And he
Because that was
said
the
that
reason why
you
I
should
said that.
stay. That's not a good enough reason. And he said, I didn't say that. And then he took 2 minutes to repeat that. I'm talking about facts here. If he said it, he said it. And I said he's wrong for saying that. You don't know why this woman left. You don't know if having hit her location made her feel unsafe. You don't know why. It's not your place to be telling the Black woman to stay with anybody. And during today's times, we don't know. It's too much going on. That's what
So
I
what is happening that's making you feel that way? Because from the outside looking in, I'm saying as a neutral person, he is not saying that. So unless you might be projecting,
you are
I
pick me. You hear what you pick me ears. So pick me hear what they want to
No,
hear.
don't. Here we go. When a woman doesn't agree with her, she calls her a pick me, just like we have seen so much on social media. When a woman agrees with a man, other women attack her. It's like she's breaking the sister code or the sisterhood, whatever it is. It's like you should hate men the way we are hating men. Why are you being positive? Why are you listening to men? It's like they want to hate men and disagree with men together. So now what do? They call her a pick me.
Why are you attacking the girl you trying to protect? I don't get that.
Yeah.
Protect her.
you just said I'm a woman and you said I'm a woman.
What he said, and he literally said that, and I don't agree with it, whether it was to her or a dog. I don't care. I'm not here to protect her. She don't want to protect herself. So
I'm not in danger. I think you might be running on survival mode. I'm not in danger. That's why I'm not trying to protect
you're
you.
on survival mode.
She is projecting some kind of insecurities. She just said she's not in danger. They are on a panel having the discussion, but she's making it seem like she must protect herself. It's just a conversation. It's just holding each other accountable. Hey, you shouldn't leave a man or a relationship when such a thing happens. Just sit down and work it out. And this woman runs to, you should defend yourself. It's just a conversation. It's like she agreed with him and that's it. It doesn't mean she's in danger. Damn.
Oh, where you think you have to agree with men and don't stand up for yourself. I just told you what he said.
They're not against me though. Trust me, I stand up for myself quite often on this panel, but I'm able to identify when someone is against me. All men are not against me. I have an amazing father.
I'm saying that what he said was wrong. You're internalizing some
I'm
shit.
saying what he said. Ali, I'm saying what he said
was wrong.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
but you're attacking her because she's not disagreeing, because she's disagreeing with you.
No,
exactly.
I'm not attacking her. I think she's a pick me because she came on this panel, and I'll break it down. Listen, I'm a woman who stands by what I say. I'm not gonna take it back.
Even if you're wrong,
you can say I'm wrong. You have your perception.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm asking you. Even if you're wrong, are you going to stand by it?
I don't think I'm wrong.
I don't think you're wrong. I'm asking you. Even if you're wrong, will you stand by what you said?
2 and I say it equals 5, then I'm not standing by that. It's something wrong. I'm saying that how I feel. He said these men said some wrong things to you tonight, and I think I'm not taking up for you. I'm standing up because I'm a woman and I gotta hear the shit.
She's a woman too, and she said they are not wrong. So why do you have to call her a pick me? Why do you have to attack her character just because she agreed with men? And this is what I said. Can you imagine going home to her every single day? Now, I know some of you guys like toxic relationships, and she's a beautiful woman. Some of you may disagree, but I think for me, she's conventionally attractive. So I know some guys will put up with her because of the way she looks, no matter how toxic she is, no matter how she's going to be in your ear every day.
How you gonna call me a pick me? And I said a man has to pay all my bills. 2 can't be true. I'm telling you.
A man pays your bill doesn't make you a pick me. What makes you a pick me is your mentality that you allow men to talk down on you and you still uplift them. You should never let a man talk down on you and look up to them. Look down on them the same way that he looked down on you for leaving the relationship that you chose to leave.
She is a staunch feminist. I think she's beyond feminist. I think she really hates men. I mean, it's the reason why she's divorced, but I think she really, 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 really hates men. Because to tell a woman that she shouldn't agree with men, even when something is right, is crazy to me. It's like, just say no just because they are men. Damn.
You're looking down on me, calling me a pick me. You're not uplifting me. You tearing me down right now.
Exactly.
Well, I don't have to uplift people.
So you can be just like men.
What? I can be. I'm human. I'm not Mother Teresa.
I think you're identifying and pointing out how much
save you. You gotta save yourself.
I'm not trying to save me. I'm saying I think you are identifying how much and how far you are into masculine energy because
Exactly.
you are
Yes,
doing
because
what you're saying.
you act like yes, we all have masculine.
You're doing. I'm no, but it's not balanced. I'm telling you, it's not
I'm more
balanced.
masculine now because I am on the defense, and when you're defensive,
Thank you for admitting that.
yes, I'm on defensive when you're not listening to me to understand. You listening to argue. So of course,
She's the one arguing the. Oh my god. She's the one who has been arguing the whole time. This lady literally told her, "I'm not being attacked. I'm fine. I'm not in danger. I agree with him. That's it." But she has been going back and forth. Don't agree with him. He's putting you down. Don't say yes. You should. He's like, she says she's not in danger. All she did was agree with him, and you've been arguing back and forth just because she agreed with him. Calling her a pick me in the end. It's like you're trying to defend her and now you're attacking her. This is fun. Christ.
I'm gonna defend myself.
I think you're projecting because you're listening to
No,
argue.
baby, I live a great life. I live a great
She didn't talk about it. Oh my, she didn't talk about your life. She's just saying what you're projecting right now. What you're showing right now on the panel is that you're insecure. There's something deep rooted with the hatred for men is so deep you can't even see it. It's who you are.
Defending
I
yourself.
don't have to deal with this. I don't have
Okay.
to. You do. You allow it. I don't.
Hey, look, Ali, what's a great life?
Good question.
A great life is a happy life, content life, great credit score, get what I want, do what I want, when I
Boss.
want, grown as fuck, money in
Independent boss woman don't need no man. That's all she's trying to say. I just made it easier for her.
the bank, build properties, cars, travel. I'm about to go to Belize tomorrow for a week.
Material stuff.
Everybody in my family eat. I help everybody else. I fix credit. I do everything. I'm a natural born go-getter. So that makes my life very much pleased. But when I come on panels like this, I do come across as defensive because it's gonna be a lot of pick-me action and it's gonna be a lot of a woman attack. The whole title, it's in the title. Black women are responsible for Black broken homes. And y'all sitting here wondering why I'm on the defense. It's in the title. It don't.
So
say
you were triggered.
No,
I thought you said you wasn't a Black
See,
woman.
What it is you don't. It's not for you to articulate our struggle.
I thought you said you identify as a Black woman.
I'm not on their side. I just wanted to. I'm just telling you. You literally, you're saying, and I'm saying this as a woman, as a pick me woman, if you want to call me that. But if you just said earlier that you didn't respond and you were like, it don't matter, I'm in my softcore era. But I think you're actually being very masculine, saying you do everything. It could just be tonight. I'm not attacking you. I'm just communicating. I'm saying that you're being very masculine and also saying you in your softcore era. So I feel like if you approach the conversation, nobody right here should be able to have you be triggered. Sentences shouldn't have.
Exactly, because it's just a conversation. But the whole thing that single women keep other women single, it's true. Because that moment she's single, divorced. And the first thing she said was materialistic stuff. I'm going to vacation. I have properties. I have a job. I have ABCD, right? Which she said is being masculine. But the moment she agreed with a man, there comes another single woman calling her pick me because she wants her to be, miserable like her in her single life. Anyway, shout out to Lapif. This was a crazy conversation. Just astonishing to see a woman get attacked by another woman just for agreeing with men. And yet I thought the point of these conversations, discussions on panels like this, in my opinion, which is good, is to see a woman's mentality like Ali, Danielle, and between men and women to see how we can bridge that gap. What do you guys think about that? All right. Next up, we have Jordan Peterson, one of my favorite of all time, talking about, we have seen this thing where women say they don't want to settle. Every time, let's say a woman says she wants a man who's 6 feet and makes 6 figures, he's going to finance her lifestyle. And let's say someone is like, hey, okay, you want a man who makes six figures? What if he makes 70,000? She's like, no, that's settling. I don't want to settle. You know, I want what I want. So we have seen so many times in the dating space where women call it settling if they get a man who is a bit less than everything they have on paper that they want in the type of standards they have. All right, so shout out to Megan Kelly, shout out to Jordan Peterson. I'll be linking down the full video on her channel. Let's go.
How does all of this affect women who need men?
Well, I think the most striking statistic that I know of is, well, the striking statistics are the two we already discussed. The radical rise in unhappiness among unmarried young women who have liberal proclivities, and the fact that 50% of women in the West now who are 30 don't have a child, and that half of those will never have a child despite wanting one. It's so dreadful. Like, you just take those women, you know, let's just think about them for a minute. So that means that half of women at 30 who don't have a child, half of them will search for a mate and try to have a child, let's say through their 30s, and then that won't work. And so then they'll hit 40 and they'll be alone for 50 years. Right. And the thing is, you know, as you get older, the people that you have gathered around you, your family, become increasingly important to you and increasingly necessary. And what you do when you mature is that you start attending to other people more than you attend to yourself. That's the definition of maturity. Now, you know that as a mother, and you also...
That is definitely true. As I'm getting older, I found myself that I tend to care about other people so much for some reason. I don't know, but I guess that's what he's describing. You know, when you're younger, it's all about you. But as you get older, whether you have kids or not, you tend to care about the people, obviously the people who care about you as well, but you tend to show more appreciation for other people, in my opinion, at least in my experience so far.
Also know that that's a relief, right? It's that you find your purpose in that. And
that's right.
You know, when the lefties, they talk about marriage as a patriarchal, oppressive institution. And, you know, you can be unlucky, and some women are. They find a man his mode of relation is power, and they end up subjugated, although they generally play their own part in that, because women aren't that easy to subjugate, all things considered.
No, they say you teach people how to treat you.
Yes, well, like, women have their mechanisms and they're very effective. Let's put it that way. So, but you see that the problem with the progressive liberal types is that they think that being mentally healthy is a matter of getting your individual psyche in order. And that's not right. Being mentally healthy is a matter of arranging the hierarchy around you that you belong to in a harmonious manner, so that there's you and your relationship with yourself, but then there's you and your relationship with your husband, and then the relationship between both of you and your children, and then the relationship between your families and other families in your town, and then with regard to your state and your nation, and then with regards to the natural world and to whatever's beyond that, say in the landscape of divinity. And happiness, resilience, meaning, purpose are all a consequence of organizing that hierarchy properly and finding your place within it. It's not an individualistic pursuit. You know, and even the Scottish liberals, let's say, of the Enlightenment, who established liberal individuality, did that with the presumption that they were operating within a radically Christian framework and society. So what they did was they took the existence of that hierarchy for granted and then said, well, if you organize that properly, then you can be a fully functioning individual. It's like, fair enough. But when all that collapses and an increasing majority of young people are headed for a relationshipless and childless future, then none of those liberal presuppositions hold. And so that makes everyone, well, it deprives their life of the meaning that comes in social service, you know. And look, human beings are unbelievably social. You know, you can take psychopathic murderers and you can punish them by depriving them of other people. That's how social we are. Right. So think about that.
That's a good point.
Yeah, right. So you can't be happy alone.
That's fact. You know, sometimes we hear women say, I don't mind being single. I don't need a man, this and that. But even the women who say they don't need men or they don't mind dying single, they have girlfriends. You know, there is no woman who says she doesn't mind dying single and she has no friends, which gets to show, which Dr. Peterson just said, that as humans, we are social creatures. Either it's going to be your friends, your kids, your family members, like, but no one can just be by themselves the entire time. So sure, you don't need a man, but you certainly do need a police officer. You need a firefighter. You need the men who construct the roads that you drive on. You need other men to come protect you. You need the men in the military. That's for sure. You feel me? But you also need your friends. You need the waiters in the restaurants once you go to your brunch with your girlfriends. You need the DJ to play the music once you go out to party. You feel me? So at the end of the day, we all need each other. So, but the whole, I don't need them. Even some men say they don't need no women, but I feel we need each other. At the end of the day, society is not going to run if we just segregate each other from each other for times to come. Society is just going to die off.
Besides, you shouldn't be striving to be happy anyways, because happy is a side effect, not an aim. But even if it was an aim, which it isn't, there's no happiness alone. I mean, what? There's nothing happier than a friendless teenager. I mean, who believes that? No one breathing believes that. That's the stupidest thing you could believe. Like, teenagers are desperate to belong, you know, and you can parody that and say, well, if your friends all jumped off a cliff, would you? And, you know, there's limits to how much you should sacrifice your soul to be part of the group. But by the same token, like, what other people think of you and how they relate to you, not only does that matter, it should matter. And so the whole progressive theory of the human being it's flawed in a manner that makes its enactment produce nothing but resentful pathology and misery.
Let me ask you this. I've been dying to ask you this. I speak with a lot of young conservative women regularly, and and they are very aware of everything you've said. They've got their eye on the biological clock in a way the previous generation did not. They understand the risks of waiting too long to choose a partner, all of that. They do get it. But a lot of them still, they want a career of their own. They're driven professionally in that way. And what they ask me, Jordan, is, should I just settle? Should I just settle? You know, I'm 29 now. I have a career that I like. I haven't met the right guy yet, but there are guys who are interested in me. So should I just settle now for somebody who I'm really not that into?
Well, the first thing I would ask is that who's settling in that equation? Like, it's quite the narcissistic proclamation that it's clearly you who's settling, you know, and that might even be more true if you're 29, because you're competing with a lot of 24-year-olds by that point, and they put a lot less biological pressure on a potential mate. Like, look, when I was out touring 3 nights in a row, the same question came up, because I do a Q&A at the end of my lectures, and this is in the last round of tours. And one of the questions was, well, how do I find the person that's right for me? And I didn't answer it the first night. There was something about the question I didn't like. And then it came up 2 more nights in a row and was voted up by the audience. And the third night I thought, oh, I know why I tried stumbling through an answer and it didn't work. And then the third night I thought, oh, I know what the problem is here. That's the wrong question. Because the right question is, how do I make myself into the sort of person that's so attractive to other people that potential mates are lining up for me?
Facts. We have seen so many times women have a list of things they want from a man, but they rarely have a list of things they are giving to a man. So she will list down 10 things: tall, charming, kind, money, good sex game, travel, funny, make me laugh, things like that. And as soon as a man says, "What do you bring to the table?" "Oh, you're toxic, you're controlling, I'm the table, I'm the prize, I'm here, do all these things," and they deflect from the fact that they didn't mention anything they're giving to that man. So shout out to Jordan Peterson for saying, "Hey, listen," and this goes to both men and women. Instead of talking about how do I meet the right person, how about you find out what the man you want or the woman you wants from the opposite sex, and make yourself that kind of person. As a man, okay, women like a man. What are the things I can control? I'm not tall, I'm bald, but they like a man who's well groomed, who's stable, who works hard, who's a gentleman. So I'll focus on those things because those things I can't control. You, as a woman, focus on the things men want. But usually, women tell men to be the type of men they want, but they never become the women men want. They just want men to accept them the way they are.
That's a way different question than how do I find the person that's right for me? Like, first of all, who are you?
I like that.
And what's so special about you that how do you know that the right person wouldn't take one look at you and run away screaming if they had any sense? Like, seriously, you're settling, are you? If you use that language, even the first thing you might ask yourself is, why do you start with such a high opinion of yourself and such a low opinion of the people who are pursuing you? Now, look, I understand that it's necessary to be attracted to a potential partner, and that women have the right and the duty to be picky. They should find a man who's going to be not a child and who's going to be very helpful to them in all ways, particularly when they have children, and who's going to be a good father. And so hooray to women for being picky. But that's not the same thing as starting out narcissistic. We talked about Snow White. Before she could find a prince, she had to learn to be of service to the dwarves. Like, that's worth thinking about. Now, you might think, well, why should we pay attention to a fairy tale? It's like, well, how about because people remembered it for 15,000 years and that Disney just spent $250 million trying to retell it and failed. And then with regards to the order of affairs in a woman's life, look, I calculated recently that even an attractive woman, like radically attractive woman, let's say, who often has her own problems, by the way, because she tends to scare men away, right? A lucky woman has 5 potential partners in her life. 5. You get 5 chances. That's it. Now think about let's just think that through, right? Because it's a terrifying way to think. So imagine that you're primarily looking, say, from the time you're 16 at the lowest end to say 30. Because after that, it's starting to get harder because the clock is ticking so desperately. 1 in 3 couples at 30 already have fertility problems, by the way, which is defined as difficulty conceiving within a year, even though the attempts are being made. Okay, so let's say you got 14 years, something like that. Now, how long does it take to find someone and then figure out who they are, especially if they're strangers? Before you're going to decide to marry someone, likely you're going to want to know them for a year, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so that's 5 years right there with 5 people. But that also assumes that you go from one relationship to another with no intervening space, so you're not suffering too much, for example, when a potentially promising relationship collapses, or you don't get sick or something doesn't waylay you in your professional career. So imagine 2 years per relationship. That's 10 years for 5. That's assuming that people want to be around you.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Anton Daniels. If you guys watch Anton Daniels, he's the first person I heard say this, that most women have met the man they were supposed to get married to. Most women have met the man they were supposed to get married to. And if I play devil's advocate, like Jordan Peterson said, if both men and women knew that at most the man of their dreams, the woman of their dreams are going to be 5 people, I think most of us would take dating seriously, even marriage. Because some people are quick to leave marriages thinking the grass is always greener. They leave a good man because, oh, he doesn't like to travel with me. They leave a good man, oh, because he's too good, he's boring. We know women have left men who because they're boring. We know men who have left women because maybe they gained a couple of pounds. And like he said, I get it. We both want to be attracted to each other. But I think if we took it serious, knowing we only have just a few people who are going to be like our soulmates that we can really be compatible with, I think we wouldn't be so picky. Obviously, social media hasn't helped, because we always think the grass is greener. We always think we have so many options. But I think if we all knew that we have just a few people in our entire lifetimes that are going to be good for us, I think we wouldn't be moving from person to person.
So I don't know if you're settling. I get the picture. You don't want to lie to someone and tell them that you find them attractive in all possible ways when you don't, but maybe you could start the bloody process with a little more humility.
I like the way you started that. What shouldn't the goal be to make yourself so attractive just in heart and soul, not to mention on the outside, that does require some effort, that they're lining up, there. And if that's not happening, why? Why is it?
Yeah, shout out to Megyn Kelly and Jordan Peterson for this. Again, the whole thing of women having, 1,000 requirements from men, but they don't have 3 things they're bringing to that man's life is an issue. As men, we know we have to put in the work. And if we don't put in the work, our results show. You don't have a good looking woman, women reject you, things like that. But I think because women, most times they have so many DMs, they have so many options, many guys are hitting on them. I see why they may never think about putting in the work or even thinking, what do men want? What does the man I want from a woman like me? What does he want me to do for him? They only think about what is a man going to do for me. We have seen this on Pop the Balloon, we have seen it on social media, Instagram. Anytime a man asks a woman, what do you bring to the table? She says, I'm the table. What do you bring to me? I'm the queen, I'm the prize. But full link down below to Megyn Kelly's YouTube channel. This was a great conversation. Jordan Peterson, as always, makes you think deep. Man, this was a great conversation. All right, next up, shout out to my brother O'Shea Duke Jackson. This is going to be a fun, entertaining one. In Uganda, he has a dating show where usually he brings a man to pick up from, it's like blind dating, but with a different twist to it. So without further ado, shout out to the Pan Dating African show, link down below. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Pan-African Dating Show once again. My name is Natkonda Esther, and today we have Mr. Stuart Katende, who is going to be dating 4 women behind the curtain, building a waifu. Let's get into it. You love the way I sound? Mr. Stuart is about to find out if the ladies are better than me.
Let's find out.
Are you confident?
Yeah.
Okay, the voices.
All right, lady number 1.
Yes.
How are you doing today? You good?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, I want you to sing for me. Any song of your choice.
Any song?
Any song.
Cool. A love song? Would you love that?
Most definitely, yeah.
One hour later.
Ulimba Rugani. Lady number 1 singing. She can sing.
So you can't sing?
I can sing.
Let me give you a cue. Sing one, sing me da.
Let's
go.
Okay, why are you shy?
She has a good voice, but I think she's nervous. But she has a good voice.
I'm not shy.
So what's the problem?
I don't know that song pretty much.
Okay. All right, makes sense. But I can't even see you and you're shy. So how is it going to be when you look at me in the face?
Well, I don't think I am. honestly.
All right, cool. I have a quick question for you, yeah? What's your type?
Well, I love a very messy, clean man.
Okay.
More of a mugged person.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all?
Well, I love somebody who is very crazy.
Okay.
Are you? Good vibes.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right, I got everything, so you're good.
Nice.
All right, cool. So,
If it was up to me, well, we haven't gone to the other ladies, but for so far, I like her voice. You know, very nice, calm, soft. I hope it matches the body, because again, we're in the, blind dating phase.
into the next lady.
Oh, yes, lady number
All right,
3.
cool. Lady number 2. Lady number 2.
Yes,
How are you doing?
I'm very fine. How are you?
I'm good. So,
Yeah.
quick question for you, yeah?
Okay.
Actually, first sing for me too. First sing for me a little bit. Any song of your choice.
Every night in my dreams, I see you. I feel you.
You see me?
Yeah, in my dreams. Oh.
okay. All right, I have a quick question for you as well, right?
Yeah, please go on.
Are you like a well-traveled person? Do you have a passport?
Yes, I do.
How many countries you been to?
So far, one.
Where?
Nairobi.
Nairobi. Okay, cool.
Is that a country or city?
It's a city of a country called Kenya.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I didn't like the sound of her voice. But the funny thing is, she may be the best. She may be the best looking. So, let's see.
What do you love about Nairobi?
I love their language.
So you can speak Swahili?
Yeah, naongea.
Ooh.
Okay, I don't really know Swahili, but I know something. Can I speak for you?
Ongea tu.
Nakupenda sana.
Asante baby.
That's all I know.
Wait, hold up.
Okay.
Can you say, I would love you to pick me based on my voice in Swahili?
That's a very long statement since I'm not a Kenyan. But I can understand more than speaking.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right, if you say so. All right, cool. So, lady number 3.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Fine, how are you?
I'm good. Quick question, yeah?
Yeah.
No, you first sing for me too.
But yo, what's with all the singing? Are we in a musical?
How about we leave the singing part because I'm not good at singing.
All right, that's points taken off.
I like the honesty. No, don't take points. She can't sing. She's being honest. Rather than her trying and the voice is bad.
You do.
Okay,
All right,
let me
cool.
try a bit.
Yeah, try it. Try it.
Oh my God.
Any song of your choice.
6 hours later.
How about you give her a lead, bro? Like,
right?
try.
Thing is, I don't know the songs that you like. What kind of songs you like? Okay.
Either slow.
Uh,
Give me a lead, please.
Yeah, you a man, lead. She will follow your
you
lead.
won't see me that. Let's go.
Well, don't sign it like every quarter calls him wagala. Kulunye wakoko wase wenonya.
Decoration
See ya Christmas.
Hey.
I told her about you. That's what I was talking about, you know? All right, so lady number 3, yeah?
Yes.
Do you ask for transport money?
It depends
Depends on what.
how the guy treats me. Like, do I love him?
So what you mean to say is if you don't love a guy, you're going to ask for transport money.
Of course.
Oh.
Why would you?
So for those, so some of you guys, transport money is similar to how girls in the USA ask for Cash App. If you're like, hey, come see me, and they're like, send me Cash App for Uber. Oh, asking for Uber. That's literally what they're calling transport money. So she's saying if she doesn't like you, she's gonna ask you for money so that she can come see you. But if she likes you, she won't ask money from you.
Would you even be talking to a guy you don't love, though?
Just maybe the first time.
So you're a gold digger, yeah?
Not really.
So what does passing time mean?
Sometimes just looking out for fun.
So you love money a lot, yeah?
Of course, money is my babe.
Money is your babe, right?
Yeah.
So have you ever heard of this song? Abakaza abagumate batera kusanyika jimemanya. There's actually another one too. Bagaranga Wendy.
Bro, if you're broke, nah.
Do you know that song?
Yep.
So you don't believe in that?
I don't.
Mama.
I think as men, we need to realize that even the most modest woman cares about money. She doesn't want a broke man. She may not want you to be Bill Gates or Elon Musk, but she definitely wants you to be stable enough to either gifts or buy some flowers, buy her some food. So all women care about money.
So you're straight up digging for gold, though?
Of course.
Oh, leave.
Bro,
All right, cool. I'll move on to the next lady. No comment. Lady number 4.
Yes, handsome. How are you?
Ooh. How did you see me?
Your voice just touched my soul.
Jesus Christ. Really did.
You're being biased right now, Stuart.
All right.
You're blushing.
Hey, lady number 4. Yeah. Okay, cool. Quick question for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Would you be down to travel with me back home? Because I don't live here. I live in Canada. Would you be down to travel with me?
Obviously.
Do you have a passport?
I don't.
Oh, shit. That's going to be a long process then. But let's see how the day ends. You know, I'll probably go back with you if you're down.
All right.
I have a question.
Yeah.
The way she was too quick to answer that yes, don't you think she's a green card gold digger?
No, it's just the voice. My voice does things to people.
Oh.
Yeah, the voice does magic.
Oh.
Exactly.
Well, who am I to judge?
So I can't really blame her though.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
You know
for
your thing.
I know.
It's in the voice.
I really do.
Okay,
That's where the
voice.
magic is.
Oh, wow.
Though I can't sing.
Let's give the points. Lady number 1.
Okay, so
She get a point?
yeah, sure.
Why? It's like you're not sure.
It's like
She was the best. She had the best voice, honestly, from the beginning. She gets a point, though. I mean, selecting best of voices, as men, we're very visual. She may have a good voice and she may not be the best looking, and then she may have a terrible voice and she's the best looking. So I like the concept of the show because it gets the man to really think about how to pick, because like, you know, you can't be very superficial just with the physical appearance.
50-50, but I'll give it to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lady number 2.
Lady number 2 will get a point as well.
Why?
The voice was voicing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lady number 3.
I mean, I don't mind giving ladies money though, but you can't really put it in my face that that's all you want. You get what I'm saying? So, no.
Lady number 4.
Can you give her 5 points?
Oh, no. 1. Don't be,
Okay,
please.
1.5. Okay, 1 point.
Don't be too generous.
Okay.
You might reach that and regret the point.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the voices have voiced. Lady number 1 gets a point. Lady number 2 gets a point. 3, nah. Number 4 can take all the points. 4, as we know so far. Could we get a 1?
Mm-hmm.
Are you a man who likes toes?
Yeah, by the time Magere.
Oh,
Magere.
that's the one.
Yeah, some
We're
guys like
gonna go to Magere.
Our president.
I'm not a fit person, but obviously they can't be ugly. But some guys really like fit. They even like to suck on the toes, and some ladies like when men suck their toes. But personally, as long as they look clean, I'm not like, they wouldn't turn me off unless they're really, really dirty or dirty toenails. But some guys are really fixated on toes and feet.
And see if the Magere is Magere.
Exactly. I love me some toes. If you have white toes, you got me. Just so you know.
Let's find out.
All right, cool.
In the case of liking white toes, go do an investigation.
All right, cool. So, first of all, everybody that has white toes gets a point.
Already.
But wait a minute.
Oh,
Yeah, wait a minute.
okay.
I saw something.
Oh,
Yeah. Might change my mind, you know? All right, cool.
you've seen.
Yeah, I've seen everything.
Let's first start from the point of changing your mind. Does that apply to anyone having white?
Yeah, lady number 2.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. What's your foot size, lady number 2? 40.
She has the biggest fit in the she has the biggest fit in the lineup. But again, for me, that wouldn't change anything for me. So if it was me, I would give a point to all of them. But if we're gonna be objective, I think lady number 1 has the cutest feet. But again, for me, that wouldn't be a deal breaker. As long as they're clean, we're good to go.
That's why. See, I don't like it when I can share sneakers with my lady.
Jesus is Lord.
He's roasting the women. Guy, remember, it's just feet. It's no big deal.
What size are you?
It's like 42, but 40 can put on 42, right?
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay, I hear you.
I don't play about my shoes, so that's why.
Okay, what size is fitting for you, for a lady to have?
Probably a lady size. Not 40s. Anything below the 40s, yeah. 40 and above,
Is it a man size 40?
Yeah, it is.
Jesus is Lord.
Let's go back to lady number 1, Canas.
Okay, lady number 1 has white toes. She has small, cute fit. It's well cared for. It looks clean.
Yeah.
Give her a point for sure.
Olive.
A point, yeah.
You said you wanted perfect white toes.
I feel like that's perfect. Akotujia Katereza.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Number 2, yeah.
Number 2 now.
Hi, Shem. Number 3.
Number 3, what's your foot size?
39.
49?
39.
You said 39. Oh, okay, 39. Okay, it's not bad. Give her a point too.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
It's not white.
It's not white, but like, it looks well, you know?
Okay.
It looks good, looks good.
Okay. Number 4.
Number 4, I'm very sorry, but I don't like your fit. I don't.
Can we get a foot 360 so that you can decide?
I already made up my mind. No need.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I have a feeling he's gonna regret. Now, guys, trust me, I haven't watched the whole episode, but I think he's gonna regret it. I have a feeling whoever is giving way low points is gonna be more attractive in person. You know, but clearly, number 1 has the best feet. But personally, I'm not a fit guy, so I wouldn't care. I would probably give 1 all of them. So,
can we know why?
I just don't like it. It doesn't look good.
Is it the blue?
It's the size.
Purple? Oh.
It's kind of fat.
it's not fat. Come on, bro.
This Homo sapien said her feet were fat.
No offense, though, respectfully.
Can we know what size she wears at least?
I don't think it's like long, right? It's just fat.
Ladies and gentlemen, lady number 4, clear cut, no point. Lady number 2.
Number 1 has a point, and number 3 has a point.
So here's what we're going to do. Let's start there because I feel like the no pointing was too much there. Number 4, no point.
No point, yeah.
Number 3?
Yes.
I'm shocked.
Probably half a point. Can you do half?
Why are you reducing on the point that you gave number
Because it's
3?
not fair for her to have a point and her to have a point as well. So she can have half a point.
Damn.
You do halves, right?
Holy mukondo no points dear. No point or a point.
Just give her a point.
Okay, halas. Is it the pink?
Yeah, the pink. Yeah, give her a point.
Okay. Then number 2, no.
No.
Because of size 4.
Yeah.
By the way, on that note, ladies that wear size 40 and you're in relationships, we would like to hear from you in the comment section. How did you manage to bag a man with your size 40? Because it looks like...
Because not all men care about fit. It's not such a big deal, at least in my opinion. Now, some men have feet fetishes. They want to suck on the toes, lick the feet, whatever they want to do. But not all men.
Number 1, you go to heaven with a point.
Yeah.
You're confident, yeah?
Very confident.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are moving to the land of Uganda when wachita bacha kudda wansi.
Wato.
Oh.
Kudda wansi.
Eh. Okuva ku wato okudda wansi. Tugambe wato.
Wato, eh.
The wato. We're going to see the wato next. Mr. Stewart.
This is where all men have to gather. Let's see who has the best body.
Jangu nkutwale gye banyenyeza ebiwato.
Ntwala.
Start from here.
Wait, who brought the girls though?
Yeah?
Who brought the girls? I want to tip him.
After the show.
All right.
Wait.
It's a good job. Whoever picked these girls, that's a very good job.
You understand at the end of the day, you're going to have to choose one.
That's going to be hard, but let's see. I'm in Muganda man, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's see. Let's see.
Yo, lady number 1 is looking, the body is crazy, I'm not gonna lie, but they all have good bodies, but hey.
Okay. Lady number 1, can you give me a 360? Slowly, in slow motion.
That's a 720. Bro, this is the slowest slow-mo I've ever seen in my entire life.
It can be even slower, please.
The guy can't even breathe.
Have to look, you know, very nicely and take it in.
Look at him. Yeah, she looks good.
What do you like?
But they all look good.
I like everything.
Hold on. What's your type?
I like slim, thick women.
Is it because you're seeing slim, thick, or because naturally
That's
what
just my preference. If you know me, you know. If you don't know, you don't know.
Shiraga Shumba type?
Please. Nika.
Okay. So far?
So far, so good.
Very good?
So far, very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does your ex look like her, body-wise?
100%.
Let's move on to lady number 2.
Lady number 2. Can I have an even slower 360, please?
Oh, sexy with it.
First pause.
Oh.
Okay, now go. Pause again. I'll go.
I mean,
model statue. Model statue.
She looks good too. Nice, slim. Would that be slim thick or just slim? Slim with a good shape. This is gonna be tough. If it was me, I think it's just the difference in the dress, but I think one may slightly be ahead.
You?
Okay, you could stop there, but keep doing what you're doing with your hands.
Oh. Where does that? Don't come on.
Now that will get every man. They like, the way she's playing with her hands and twisting the hips. I think that would get every man.
Jay, why the hands though? Why are they enticing you?
Maybe it's the black nail polish. I don't know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, it's the shape too.
There's something dark about black.
Ooh.
So it just makes me turn dark.
Ooh.
And messes up my dark thoughts. So that's kind of it. Lady number 3, can you twerk?
Yes.
So can you give us a sample?
We need to sing for her to twerk.
Of course. And a better song, I would like you to sing for me.
What song?
Give me a dancehall vibe.
Okay. What song should I sing?
That is in Zekwana.
Okay. All right, turn around. Okay.
Tin, 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 tin.
Bedroom booty. How's the song?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my God, O'Shea, what did you create? This is crazy. You're gonna get American men get on the plane all the way to Uganda right now.
JK.
Okay, that's good. Lady number 4. Can you give me a 360 real quick?
The way she looks like she's already to twerk already.
All right, pause there. Now, can you step forward a little bit? No, forward. Again? Now, can you jump up and down 3 times? Yeah, that's it.
Yo, imagine if they had all the women on Pop the Balloon do these things. It would be crazy. Oh my God, I can't believe she did that. American women would say, no, I'm not doing that. I can assure you that. They would say, I'm not doing it. They would say, pay me. How much are you going to pay me to do that?
Thank you.
I mean, they all got good bodies.
Why? I want to know why the jumping.
Exactly.
All right, so what you have to do is this, right? Just jump once and stand, and the ass is going to shake from the back. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see something. I know you saw it too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was there looking.
No,
this
you were looking
side.
this side. I saw it too, yeah.
But why? The jumping?
I wanted to see something.
Through jumping?
I wanted to see if you can shake.
Through.
Wait, let me just back a little bit.
And the ass is going to shake from the back. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see something. I know you saw it too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was there looking.
No,
this
you were
side.
looking this side. I saw it too, yeah.
But why? The jumping?
I wanted to see something.
Through jumping.
All right, so I paused it here so you guys can make your picks. I'm gonna say, for some reason, girl number 4 looks good. Now I don't like whatever she's putting on, but she still has a good body. But I think with the dress and the hips, number 1 and number 2 are good, and then number 4, then number 3.
Jumping?
I want to see if you can shake.
Through jumping?
Yeah. First of all, I need to see if you can shake.
Yeah.
I need to see if she's physically fit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why did you make her do a lot that these ones did not have to do?
I'll tell you after the show.
Alas.
She got more booty, that's why.
I can't wait to get back this side.
Wait. Alas. Lady number 1.
Point.
Remind us why she gets a point.
What don't you see?
She looks
She gets a point, ladies and gentlemen. Lady number 2.
Point.
Can we know why?
What don't you see? You see, when you look at her, yeah? I know you're a lady too, but you can see it though. You can see that she deserves 5 points, right?
How many points do I deserve?
25.
Oh, that's so sweet of you, even if I know you're lying.
No, I'm not lying. I don't lie. Lady number 3. You know when you turned around, like your dress is dirty, right?
Bruh.
That's kind of a turn off when a lady's dirty. I don't like that. So no point for you. Lady,
I didn't even see that. That's a good eye. But I wouldn't be that mean. It's not being mean. I wouldn't be that cutthroat.
number 4. I'm sorry, but no point for you.
Oh, the hard work.
What? I thought, yeah, you made her jump. She deserved a point. Okay. I mean, she didn't have the best outfit, but she got a good body in there. And you made her jump, bro. You should have given her a point.
Where'd I get her?
All that work and what did it get me?
Well, she was supposed to jump in a sexy way though, but she just jumped. She just jumped over and over again.
What do you want for the
It
jumping?
wasn't sexy at all. You can jump like a lady, but
Do you
in a
make
sexy way,
ladies
though.
jump in the bedroom though?
Hell yeah. I'll tell you.
Do they jump?
Yeah, you jump. You have to warm up before. You get what I'm saying? So
Do you jump with them?
yeah,
Damn.
we jump just to warm up.
Khalas.
All right.
Lady number 1 has gotten herself a point.
Of course.
Lady number 2 has
Hell
gotten
yeah.
herself a point.
Hell yeah.
Lady number 3, well, if that ends a smany, but she doesn't get a point. Lady number 4 is a very good example. Ladies, actually, let us know what you think in the comment section. After men, they will make you do everything for them. And then they don't pick you. She doesn't get a point.
It's
even
the
after.
effort for me though. I appreciate that. Respectfully. Thank you.
Then you should have given her a point because you made her jump, So if it was me, I would have given her a point just because that means she's a listening woman.
See if he is going to like anything that's above the water.
I think his type is
The torso.
lady number 1.
Okay. I want to do something though.
Oh,
I want to give them names,
oh,
starting from her to her.
okay.
Okay, so for her,
Yeah.
her name is First Aid.
First aid.
The second one, her name is Kabidi Nage.
Good.
The third one, her name is Ndekankole Bienjaga. Number 4,
Yeah.
her name is Sigwon Simi. Okay, let's try
Tutandikire ku first aid. What do you think about first aid?
First aid kit, like I tell him, painkillers. Yes, every day.
First aid, painkillers. Are we in a hospital? And if we are, who is themselves?
But all in all, yeah.
Normally.
But yeah, normally. Like,
What kind of first aid kits do you go for?
you must have everything, painkillers, everything.
And this one looks like it has what?
The painkillers are not there.
It's cotton and the needles and everything, but no painkillers.
No tabs, yeah.
Damn. Kabidi Nage.
I like everything about her. Like, she looks like she takes good care of herself.
Yeah.
I can say that 100%.
Kabidi Nage wange the Kabidi.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we move.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Kali, we move to.
They can't call it Bienjaga.
Yeah.
They can't call it Bienjaga. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Lady number 1, definitely number 2. So she has a good body, but the outfit, lady number 4, I don't know what you were thinking. But the outfit is not it. So 1 and 2 definitely.
And they can call it Bienjaga. Number 4.
Be fair.
Already. You want me to say something that I don't want to say?
They can't call it Jagara.
Yeah, they can't call it Bienjaga.
Number 4.
I can't really see nothing. Look at the way she's dressed.
Hold up. What name did we give her?
Sigwon Simi.
Oh, yeah. No, let's not even, because,
No, same thing. Sigwon Simi.
okay, you were saying that also though.
There's nothing. I can't see nothing.
It's just she's wearing black.
Plain and simple. Sigwon Simi. Full stop.
She get a point.
First aid has a point,
Even if the first aid kit has no panel.
but the needles are there.
Oh,
That's the most important part.
oh, okay. Which I find it very weird because, like, bro, how are you going to gumina the needles without panadana? But anyway,
You're too nabi to be there.
khalas, yallah.
Okay.
She gets a point, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2.
10 points.
Kabidi Nage, from head to toe.
Head to top. They can't call it Bienjagala, no point. Sigwon Simi, no point.
3 and 4, no points. 1 and 2, points. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the last round? Because now, the ladies that you gave the least points are going to come out.
I hope not to regret. I hope not true, good.
So you have someone in your mind that you
He's definitely he may not regret it, because I think so far most of you guys would choose number one if we're gonna be honest. But I think the issue is now the girl's gotta like him back. It's not just a matter of, okay, she has the most points, now she gets to go with you. Does she like you back? Because I don't think they know who he is or which guy is choosing. So that's the good thing about this game. So shout out to O'Shea for that.
think you have chosen according to the point.
Already starting from the beginning like this. See, when you want something, yeah, you don't need to see everything. You already know.
Love is blind.
Your soul tells you.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. My soul already told me what it wants. Now, yeah, let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's see the ladies who got the least points.
All right, you reached this point of the video, so like, comment, and subscribe. Or else, I'll make you jump 3 times.
On the note of him knowing already who he wanted to choose, let's see if the pointing is gonna match what he chose.
Hopefully.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ladies with the least points are lady number 2, lady number 3, and lady number 4. Please come on out.
Okay, nice chocolate sisters, African sisters. Now, as usual, I'm not a wig weave kind of guy, so I'll choose her because I know it's not high hair, but at least it's kind of like braided or something like that. But the wigs and the weaves, not my kind of thing.
Lady number 2.
Yeah.
What do you think about this guy?
I think he's a bold guy. I like people who are straightforward. Yeah, but I love your voice. If I would meet a man like you, I wouldn't hesitate to say no. But maybe next time you choose me.
When you meet a man like him, you wouldn't hesitate to say no. Which means you will say no.
Yes.
You will say no.
Yes. Because of the color.
What?
Color. The color. The skin color. Yes.
See, even in Africa, the ladies sometimes don't like dark-skinned men. That's funny. That in Africa, African women also sometimes don't like dark-skinned women, dark-skinned men, and we have seen that on Pop the Balloon Show. And if we're gonna be fair, some African men don't like dark-skinned, well, very dark-skinned African women. So it is what it is. Is it colorism? I say it's a preference.
What skin color are you?
Okay, I am black. I don't want to have a black man, so I mean to have charcoal. Yeah. Sorry.
Some people are going to call this racism or internalized racism or colorism, whatever it is. But for me, I always say it's a preference. You know, it's not different from a woman who wants a tall guy, but she's short. She's saying she's a dark-skinned woman, but doesn't like a dark-skinned man. It is what it is. We can't change people's preferences.
Don't like dark chocolate.
I mean, you know.
I prefer white.
White men.
Yes.
Stop it. Get some help.
Shit, I didn't see that. I thought she just likes light skin. No, she says she likes white men. He definitely didn't sound like a white man. So I don't know if she's being honest or she's because he didn't give her the highest points or he didn't choose her. I don't know. But that's weird. You know, this show, they bring on black men. O'Shea doesn't bring on white men. So either she's pissed off because he didn't choose her, or she's delusional, because this show is for black men, black people, especially African men.
All right, cool.
On the Pan-African dating show, we match black on black. Lady number 3.
I think I liked his voice, but still, he's not my type. No.
Okay.
What's your type?
Respectfully.
Sweetheart.
He isn't that. He's handsome, dark, tall. He's the kind of man my mama sent me.
Oh, you like them
Yeah.
dark. Unlike her who wants them white. You like them dark.
I like them dark.
Yes, exactly, girl.
You know what they say? You should like people who like you. If I was him, that's the woman I would go for. The one who wants me, the one who likes me. Because if we find out that the one he gave the most points doesn't want him, you gotta go with number 4. Unfortunately, I would do that because she looks good.
Unfortunately, he didn't pick you. He did. What do you have to say?
What do I have to say? Where do I start?
Here.
I start here. You say you like white men.
Yes.
The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That's all I have to say. All right? And dark chocolate is better than white chocolate.
Have different choices.
You dated a white man before?
Yes.
Where did you find it?
One in the restaurants.
Stop the cap.
Yes.
Okay, not bad. All right, cool. So number 2, you said I'm not your type. I can definitely confirm you're nowhere close to my type. It can never happen.
Because of the dress?
It's just everything, the appearance and all that. It doesn't look
No,
like
bro. You say she had a good body, so don't say everything, bro. Okay? Don't be like her. She said she likes white men, even if she came on a show where they bring only black people, and she knew that ahead of time. I'm sure they tell them, right? And she said that because you didn't choose her. Now, for you to say she's not your type after you saying she had the second best body in the lineup, that's being, he's hurt. He doesn't like the fact that she said he is not her type.
she put in any effort, to be honest. I'm sorry, respectfully.
Number 4.
Lady number 4, she's cool, she's chill.
Look at the eyes.
Yeah, she's chill. She has some dimples.
Ooh. Number 4, why do you look like you will steal the man?
Obviously, I will.
You get what I'm saying? The confidence.
Did you hear that from the lady in the back?
Confidence. I like me a confident woman. But yeah, that's it.
After him choosing someone else, we shall find out later. You will give us updates.
I will wait for him.
That's everything a man wants to hear. When a woman wants you like that, that's the woman you should go for. It doesn't matter whether she's 2 points, 3 points, or 4 points below the woman that you really want. Because if the woman you really want doesn't want you, you have to go with the woman who wants you. And like I said, if I was him, I would go with lady number 4 for sure.
It will be a one-night stand.
Your man, is she gonna steal your man?
Shit.
Oh, ladies, thank you so much for being on the Pan African Dating Show. Thank you, ladies.
She's definitely toxic.
I love his voice. That's very honest. And I love the fact that he's very honest. I love honest men. But when he mentioned he was a Muganda, I don't know why Baganda men keep on disappointing me. I give them chances, but they keep disappointing me. I don't know, financially or what. I just want to try out different culture, like the national culture. Like
personally, I've liked the guy's voice. Like he really has a good voice, but appearance, no. He's not that type of the guy I would like. I need a man who is muscular and taller somehow.
I personally like Stuart. I love dark-skinned men. He wasn't bad. I feel like he's my type and I would love to give him a chance.
Those are the words every African American man wants to hear. Any woman who can say confidently that I want this type of man, that's what every man here wants to hear.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the lady with the highest points, please come on out, lady number 1.
I hope she likes him, otherwise it's gonna be crazy.
1, 2, 3, and open your face. Yeah? After all that talking, now you are.
I don't know what to say.
Oh.
But I told you,
Yeah.
my soul cannot betray me. I knew what I wanted from the first.
Oh, this is what you meant.
Exactly.
Damn.
What don't you see?
From the toes.
I know you like what you see.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I am blind.
I know you like what you see.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Some last words to her before I take her away, because you sounded like
Where are
you
you
want to
taking
go.
her?
Sounded like you want to chase after lady number 4. Number 4, why do you look like you will steal the man?
Obviously, I will.
No.
Oh.
I just didn't want her to feel bad.
Oh.
I don't want to be rude, you know? That's why.
Come closer to your money.
Please.
She's tall. Damn.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I know we look good together.
Chigari.
Very
Okay, lady, how do you feel about Mr. Stewart?
I guess he's good.
Mm-hmm.
and sweet. I love your voice.
It's the eye contact for me.
Yes, I love your voice. And well, I can't wait to see what you have in store.
You like
for me.
dark-skinned men.
I love my guys.
You know we're gonna have
Okay.
tall babies. They're gonna be very tall.
Sure.
They're gonna play basketball.
Stuart,
Yeah.
You know that, yeah?
I am sorry to
I
be
love
the
a man
bad.
black.
I love that you are happy, but I'm sorry to be the deliverer of bad news.
What?
You told me
Yeah.
you like girls that are my height,
Yeah.
so that you can hug them in the neck.
For our own sake, I can't, you know. I can break my own rules. Rules are meant to be broken.
I don't know, shortly.
She's trying to spoil the party. Let the guy chill, man. He got a good-looking, tall woman. Damn, and she's in shape. She's good, and she has a good voice. I like her voice.
Let me hug her and just see. Come in.
Oh wow, ladies and gentlemen. Aww. Do they not look cute together? Short ladies, I don't know where that leaves us. But looks like the man is happy, the lady is happy.
100%.
And this is what we do at the Pan African Dating Show, man. We love making it happen for you. You're still single and searching. DM us. Let us know in the comment section. Are you a
So all you my African American brothers, man, time to get on the plane. Go to my man O'Shea Duke Jackson, the Pan African Dating Show for sure. That's the channel I'll be linking down below. Shout out to O'Shea, man, connecting beautiful black people together. All right. Next up, Kendra G. As usual, this woman says men who make. She has dated a millionaire before. She makes lots of money. She will intimidate men who don't make 100K or more. Crazy story. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Hi. What's your name, baby?
My name is Kim.
Your name is Kim?
Kim.
Kim.
Yeah.
Kim, where you calling me from?
I'm from Connecticut.
Connecticut. What part?
New Haven.
Okay, I'm from Waterbury.
I know. The Waterbury dirty, Kendra.
Well, New Haven girls is ghetto.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. But I'm not one of them. I can't believe I'm up here.
Waterbury's dirty. I'm not one of them. I clean up pretty well.
I know that's right.
Let me say this true story. So I grew up in Waterbury, Connecticut, which is like 30 minutes from New Haven. But we used to go to New Haven when we was in high school because y'all had like the clubs and, and the New Haven girls is gangsters. So we used to always have like a powwow in the car. Like, listen, if a girl bump you in the club, don't start nothing because we can't be fighting these New Haven girls.
That's hilarious.
Kim, how old are you?
I'm 37.
And where you calling me from?
Kendra, I just told you, Connecticut.
I'm so used to asking the question. It's a part of the list. You're right. You have any kids?
I have one. I have a son. He's 10.
You ever married?
Yes. I was married for 9 years, a long time ago.
So when did you get divorced?
Oh, like 5 years ago?
5 years ago. Okay. And what you do for a living?
I'm a serial entrepreneur.
Say it
So
again?
I said I'm a serial entrepreneur.
You're a serial entrepreneur. So give me like, what do you do as an entrepreneur?
All right, so I own my own daycare. You see my shirt?
So you own your own daycare.
I own my own daycare. I own properties, rental properties that I own, that I rent out. So I'm into real estate. I just finished real estate school, so I got to take my
So
test.
did I say real estate?
Or daycare owner. I also sell cars. I do a lot, Kendra, so you can put whatever you want. Just know I get to the bag.
They always say they're in real estate before they even take the license test. It's always funny to me.
Daycare, real estate, and you sell cars?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces.
I'm a hustler too. So a real hustler just is a hustler. That's just what it is.
That's what
I sell
it is.
hair, I sell water.
Whatever it is, I'm a
I actually don't sell hair or water though. Kim, Connecticut, 37, Pisces. Mom to a 10-year-old, was once married. She's a serial entrepreneur. She owns a daycare, does real estate, sells cars. All right, let's get to it. What kind of man you looking for?
Oh, let me turn this heat off in this car. I am looking for. All right, so let me. I really just clicked it just to see, but I am single, but I'm not really. I'm not look. I would say he got to find me. I'm not really out like on the hunt, like on the prowl looking. But I'll tell you what I would want my man to be, right? So you got to be. Everybody says God fearing, yeah. You got to believe in God, yeah. All of that. You got to kind of come already put together. Like I don't want to build a man. I don't want to do that. You gotta.
All women don't want to build a man. They just want him to at the finish line and collect the rewards that come with him. So it's like, man, go struggle out in the world, fight, work hard. Then when you're done, when you get your money right, come spoil me, fly me to Dubai, fly me to Jamaica. Let's have a party.
You got to be a character guy. I'm real big on character. I don't want a liar because I'm not a liar. I want you to be able to provide because I could provide. Like whatever I ask for, I'm able to bring it myself. So I want you.
Yeah, but you want his money. He doesn't want your money. That's the difference. He doesn't care even about your money. So his money is his money, and your money is your money, because the more you say you want him to provide the way you can provide, if a man comes in asking you for money, you're going to call him broke and dusty. You're going to say he's not a man, he should be a provider. So you mentioning that you bring money to the table doesn't help him in any way.
You to be a provider. I want you to be able to lead me because I'm tired of leading. These men nowadays, you gotta lead them. I don't want to do that no more. You gotta be able to be a role model to my child. Like he has his father. He doesn't need a father. His father's very active. But if you're gonna be in my life, you gotta be somebody that my son can look up to.
So a stepfather. She just simply said stepfather without trying to, she tried to go around it, but you want him to be a stepfather. So you come as a package. Like these days, single mothers call it a package deal. Me and my kids come together. You got to accept my kids as your own, and you got to pay for them, because just because a man accepting her kids means he has to provide for them. So whether taking them to school, buying them gifts, throwing birthday parties for their kids, it's crazy.
And that's pretty much it.
Okay, so now what are your deal breakers?
A liar. If you cheat, I'm done. That's a deal breaker for me. I don't like men that smoke cigarettes, because it usually makes your breath stink. Stinking breath is a deal breaker. Stinking body period is a deal breaker for me. What else is a deal breaker? I think and if you into any kind of weird stuff, because men nowadays too, I've been seeing some weird stuff. Any kind of weird stuff, that's a deal breaker for me. That's pretty much it.
So should he look a certain way?
I like dark skinned men. I like beards. I like tall because I'm tall. I'm 5'6.5", 5'7". So as long as you like you know what? I'm not even gonna say that because my man could be 5'4". You never know. I just don't want to be taller than you. I'm 5'7".
She's not gonna accept a man who's 5'4". Now, if he has a couple $1 million, maybe. But other than that, if he's just a normal average earning man, she's not accepting a man who is 5'4".
Okay. Oh, you would date a guy that's 5'4"?
Nah. See, look.
I would try not to, but what if he's a great guy?
Okay. I don't want you're open-minded because I don't think
She's not open-minded, Kendra. Don't even try it. She just made the face to show you that no matter if he's a great guy, unless he makes a couple millions and he's willing to spend the millions, then maybe.
Listen, I understand the height requirement. I just don't think it should be a requirement. But I think that it's good that you're open-minded. I hope you can at least get a guy that's your height, like 5'7", 5'6". But because 5'4" would be drastic. But you're right. If it's a 5'4" and he treats you, I mean, Kevin Hart is shorter than his wife. It does happen at times.
Kevin Hart is worth what? $250 million? Maybe $500 million, something like that? Selling out arenas in movies, blockbuster movies? What do you mean? Of course, most women will be with Kevin Hart because he has millions of dollars. So that's why I say the only way she's gonna accept a Kevin Hart kind of guy if he makes couple millions and willing to spend the millions.
Right. And you,
Okay, that's good.
you could be everything that I want in a man and just be short. I have to deal with it. I don't want it. I've never dated men shorter than me, but if I have to, because the list is real short out here. So
The list is real short out there. Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money? Now you said you want him to have his stuff together.
yeah, he got to make at least. I make a lot of money, so he got to make at least. I would say at least like at bare minimum 100,000.
Bare minimum 100K?
Yeah, because you can't. You got to be able to keep up with my lifestyle. I vacation a lot.
But your lifestyle is your lifestyle. Now, if you mean that he's supposed to come in and start paying for your lifestyle is one thing. But hey, baby, I make 70,000. You make, I don't know, 500,000, whatever you say you make lots of money. Okay, keep your lifestyle. I'll keep mine. Let's be together. We don't have to, when it's time to go to a place that I can afford, we can do that. We don't have to go to the Ruth Chris that you're used to. What's the issue? But what they mean is, come, I'm paying for my bills right now, but if you're going to be my man, I'm expecting you to come pay for all my bills and accept my kids too.
I don't want you to be like, you know, if I want to go on a vacation, oh, I can't do it because I got to pay my bill. No, I need you. I'm sorry, but 100,000 is probably bare minimum.
Okay, okay.
And I don't want a man to be intimidated by me either. Because I make so much, I don't want a man that's making 70,000, 80,000, even 100,000 is low, but I'll take it. I don't want a man.
Wow. So if a man is making 100,000, she's doing you a favor. And the only time a man is going to be intimidated by your money, mama, is because you keep mentioning it. So which tells me you keep throwing money in men's faces because you make lots of money, as you claim. Because if you make lots of money, that means his money has nothing to do with you. Keep paying your bills and I'll keep paying my bills. You want to go on vacation? Okay, you can go on vacation. Or if we're going together, I'll pay my portion of the vacation. You pay your own portion of the vacation. And this is what I've been telling you guys. When a woman says, I like to travel, I want a man who can travel with me, all she's saying, right now, I pay about $3,000 for my travel trips. But when I'm with you, I'm expecting you to now pay for our trips. So you got to have at least a $6,000 for, a cheap trip and make that 2 times a year because she's going to be expecting it. That's crazy. So in other words, if you make 70,000, you're broke to her. And if you make 100,000, it's still low, but she'll do you a favor because you're still broke to her because you can't afford high lifestyle. And remember, she has kids too.
Man to look at me and be like, oh, like she's the breadwinner and feel, intimidated because men do that as well.
Listen, this is a real conversation. This is real talk. So I understand what you're saying, logically speaking. Let me ask you this. What if, you said you do pretty well, you make 100K or plus, whatever you make, and he comes to the door.
Well, I make over 2.
Okay, so that's why, so you make over 200K, so that's why 100K is low to you. Now just hear this out. Tell me if this would work. If you met a man that made 70 and y'all joined together, when your eyes move, wouldn't that be an additional 70,000 to what you guys already had if y'all joined as one?
Yes, he would. So 70,000. That's low for me. Like he would have to be. I don't even know if I can. See, I think it's hard because I'm a boss. It's hard for me to date workers, right? Men that like work 9 to 5s.
Because she's gonna boss him around. That's what she means. I'm hoping you guys break this down. She's simply saying, because I work for myself and you got a job, I'm gonna look down on you. I'm gonna boss you around. I'm gonna tell you what to do. Just because she claims she's an entrepreneur, she's a boss. So she's gonna bring all her boss energy from whatever she does to the relationship.
I don't think they really understand my lifestyle. But if I can find a man that work a 9 to 5, I don't have a problem with it as long as you make a decent amount of money. But if you make 70,000 to add to what I make, yeah, but I just feel like a man that makes 70,000 gonna be like feeling some type of way. He gonna be jealous. He gonna be thinking I'm doing other stuff with men that have more money than him. I just don't want to deal with that.
Well, let me ask you this: do you normally date men 100K plus?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So what are the issues you're running into with the guys that do make your salary requirements?
It's always something else. It's either some of them, they be cocky. Men that have money sometimes, they be feeling themselves, so they be a little cocky.
I mean, it comes with the money. You cannot ask for men who make lots of money and expect them to act like men who don't make money. So it's either you want a loyal, kind, good man who's average, makes average money, or you want a rich man, but it comes with its own consequences. You can't have it both ways. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. It's like they want a billionaire who's gonna kiss their ass and do whatever they say and pay for whatever they want. No. Usually if a man makes money, which means he works hard or he has been working hard for a long time, he's gonna come with certain preferences and standards as well. You don't get to have his money and tell him what to do. That's not how it works.
That's probably the biggest issue I come across. They feel like they got it like that. And I don't usually tell people, like men that I date, I don't really tell them too much how much I make because they're intimidated.
But you have mentioned how much you make in just this small video like 10 times. So you are already telling men who would love to date you how much you make, which tells me it's something you constantly remind men of.
Okay, so 100K at the door.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the Kendra Cam.
All right, I gotta get out my car. And cousins, don't be going crazy on me either because I'm at work. Okay, I work with babies all day. So yeah. All right, how can I do this? I'm at my car. Let me see. Maybe I can do it this way. I got my work shirt on.
You're giving me a whole paragraph before the Kendra Cam. Okay, I just gotta see your legs. I think we can see you. Don't get hit by the car.
The body Tito. Okay, even in the work clothes. Okay.
The body T. Can you move back? Okay. Woo.
It's there. It's the body T. I'm just saying.
I got no words. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'll let you guys in the comments comment down below what you think. From everything she just listed she wants in a man, she said her body is bodying, as they usually say. So I'll leave it at that.
I mean, we gonna do it right or no?
Ooh. Yeah. She said do not. Woo.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay. What was your last relationship, Kim?
Like 6 months ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have. No, you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
With him, like 6 months ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Patience. Sometimes if I get some red flags, I'll stop talking to you because I don't got time. I got too much going on. So I could be more patient. Probably trusting people more.
Okay.
What else? I think that's it. No, I gotta come up with a third one. Come on, girl. I would say, I could be a little bit too caring. I'll say that. Okay. Sometimes my heart will take over what I should really be doing. Like I feel bad for people, and I'm always trying to help people, and sometimes they take advantage of stuff like that.
Okay.
It's amazing to me how they find a positive thing and turn it into a negative. Being caring is not a flaw. In fact, when Kendra asked her about her flaws, the first thing I thought she was going to say is lose some weight. And I thought the second thing she was going to say is being self-aware, because clearly she doesn't have any self-awareness. I thought she was going to mention I'm too delusional to think that I deserve a man who's rich and who's going to do everything for me, and to also expect him to be a stepfather. Those are red flags I thought, flaws that she needs to work on that I thought she was going to mention. But anyway, I'll link down below, the full video because I can't watch it anymore. This is crazy, but that's the dating market right now in 2025. What do you guys think? All right. Next up, we have shout out to Lapif Network. This was crazy. As usual, this lady always going crazy on everyone on the panel. Without further ado, let's go.
Leave relationships and do what's in the best interest of their children. When men leave relationships for these same reasons, people always say those kids still need their mama. I never hear anybody say them kids don't need their mama. Even when women be alcoholics and on drugs, people like, yeah, she just needs some help, but them kids still need their mama. But that's not the sentiment when it's about a dad. But we always say when kids don't man up or pan out to be something, we blame the fathers. No matter what the outcome was of the relationship, no matter why the transgressions came about, we blame the father and say those kids need a father. But when kids turn out to be something great, women always get the credit.
Facts. And we have seen that with either kids who are going to the NBA or kids who go to the NFL. Usually when they get drafted, the first thing they say on the microphone, shout out to my mama for raising me, for being there for me, even if the whole time the dad was paying child support and taking him out on weekends and stuff like that. Sometimes, for the most part, the dad doesn't even get to stand there with them, with the son. Usually the son give all the credit to the mom. And I'm guilty of it as well. Usually if I see a bad kid, I'm like, where's the father? But the mom is right there. I could have easily said, mama, you're doing a bad job. I always also go, where's the father? So he's right. When things go right, we praise the moms. When things go wrong, we attack the dad.
We talk about how women were so strong and independent and raised these children up to be blah, 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 in spite of the circumstances. And it's like, no, I think we need to reverse that thinking. We need to give the women credit when the kids do well, and we need to blame the women when the kids do bad. Now, we can blame them and still listen and be empathetic and say, listen, I understand that these kids didn't necessarily turn out great. Do you think there's anything you could have done? Like, is it anything glaring that's like, yo, I should have, this is something I just completely ignored. If you did the best you could and you honestly tried everything you can, some kids just turn out bad. Some kids are just sour apples. They're just going to be that way. But we have to take our focus off of the absentee parent, and we have to start with the person who's there. Now, if we can honestly say this person put up a valiant effort to do everything right, and those kids still turned out bad, understand sometimes kids just turn out bad. So every time a kid turn out bad, it ain't the parent's fault, but we have to start there.
You can't blame, nobody's perfect. So the parent that's left raising the parent is going to make mistakes, and the child is going to notice those mistakes and going to point the finger at that parent. So to sit here and say, oh, you're to blame, like nobody's perfect. My mom yelled at me a lot. My mom hit me with a switch a lot. So it's to say, oh, I'm gonna blame her. It comes a point as adults, we got to grow up and take responsibility for our own actions. And if you have a child out here and it's one parent in the household and you only get your child every other weekend, one weekend a month, you are to blame as well.
No, because in most instances, when the dad is only allowed to see the kid every other weekend, that's because usually women want to take all the visitation hours away from the dad so they can get more child support. And then the dad has to fight in court to get more time to see his own kids. He has to pay the lawyers. He has to fight in the court system just to see his own kids and have to pay money to see his own kids. So no, you cannot blame the dad who's still fighting to see the kids. Whoever takes the majority of the time has more influence in the kid's life. Usually it's the mom.
Everybody need to take their own accountability. I see a lot of men worried about what mothers do. Aisha was talking about her ex-husband and she left him for substance abuse. And then we got on motherhood again to blame mothers. It's ridiculous. Y'all need to take some accountability. I have yet to hear any man take accountability for anything they've done or for anything that the Black man is doing in our community.
I think to your point, Will, I think as women, like the more I'm sitting back and the more I'm like, the more I'm sitting back and watching, it's like I'll yield to that. I'll concede to that. A lot of times it do be like that. Like men don't get the same understanding that women get.
Finally, at least a woman recognizes that men are always attacked when something goes wrong with the kids. Finally, thank God.
They just don't, and I think that's part of the problem. It's like when men, Black women are just more harsher on men than they are on women.
Facts.
So it's real hard. It's real hard. I don't know why it's so hard for us to see y'all as like, as people who need that. Maybe because like they were saying earlier, like men don't ask for help when they need help. So we look at y'all like y'all don't need help. So I think maybe that's why y'all not getting it, because
I think
there are two reasons men don't ask for help. Number one, because if a man is vulnerable enough to ask for help, they look at him as weak. And especially if he's getting help from women, they're going to look at him as weak. Oh, you're a man, do it on your own, blah, blah, blah. You're the provider. You can't ask me for money to do A, B, C, D. And then number two, if a man asks for help, later on, she'll be like, oh, that's why you were broke and you had to ask me for A, B, C, D. She's going to remind you that she helped you at one time. So most guys are like, you know what? I will struggle in peace.
What could help, Danielle, is if y'all stop viewing us as men and start viewing us as parents. Because y'all can resonate with a parent. The parent word resonates with y'all. The word man and or father does not resonate with y'all, because man is different from woman, father is different from mother, but parent is not different from parent. If you will say, as your child's parent, you need access, you need time, you need to give love, correction, direction, support. You need to do all those things. Well, why would that be different for any parent? That will be the same for all parents. And if you view the father as a parent, then you will naturally yield and give that space for that to happen. But if you view them as the father or the man, then you start throwing responsibilities on them. Like, it's your job to lead, it's your job to protect. And I'm not saying those things are wrong, but those things cloud judgment. If you want to remove the scales and see clear, you have to view them as a parent. And if you view them as a parent, then your compassion will increase. Your patience will increase, because you would want your child to have access to their parent.
That's facts, because we have seen it so many times, man, and this really hurts my soul. Women are like, I can't let him see my son. But he sees son too. Why are you saying you can't let him see your son? How about I can't let him see our son? But usually when they talk about their kids, they act like the kids belong to them and the man is just there because he donated sperm. That hurts my soul so bad.
I feel like as women we have to decenter. I know I've been emotionally reactive before, but I think if we are talking about broken homes, right, the best interest of the child is like the top thing. You gotta love your child more than you hate their parent on both sides. So if it serves whatever objective to have a healthy functioning relationship outside of extenuating circumstance, I support Aisha in her decision. I think she made a really good decision. I don't think it was easy for her, but I know she did what she felt was best. But to your point, if we're going to, like, the questions today was about accountability, like Black women can take accountability. To Aisha's point, for like holding fire under my ass and be like, sometimes people is just disingenuous and wrong. So I feel like women can be, I don't want to say nice, but they could have more kindness towards their child's parent versus like my ex-husband or my baby daddy or whatever. But like, this is my child's parent. They have to be good so that I could be good. If that makes sense. Maybe I'm not making sense, but
No, you're making sense right now.
You're definitely making sense, mama, because so many times at the end of the day, when the mom fights the dad, whether it's over child support, visitation, custody, bad mouthing the father in front of the kids, making the kids fight against the dad, at the end of the day, what we are doing when that happens is hurting the child, hurting the kids, because these kids grow up seeing these, growing up in an environment that is so toxic, and then the generational trauma and curses go on with them, because now when they grow up, they didn't see what a healthy relationship between parents looks like. Guess what? They're going to attract those kinds of people in their own lives, and it's going to go on the same way, the way their parents were, being toxic.
Absolutely. I think, yeah.
because I personally have a different perspective when I'm dating than like, if you look at a man and you date and you have fun, but you're like, this isn't the father of my children. And men do that too. Like, I'm having fun, but this isn't my wife or this isn't my husband. So I think looking at it and
You know what?
decentering it is
you?
important.
I think I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Was it you to say you guys are on the line taking rubber bullets for men?
No, that wasn't me that said that. I think women do. I don't think women should be soldiers for men. I think we take that role thinking that that's something that men are looking for. And I think that's how we get out of this. I think that's where the balance off is. Like, it sounds appealing to be like, I'm right there with you on the front line, but I don't think that's what men want. No man would want his woman taking bullets for him.
I think, see, here, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna call it a night because and I think you did a great job when you came in here resetting the room. So kudos to you, Danielle. I did not expect that out of you. So I want to give you your flowers. Thank you for giving me my flowers and the other gentlemen that you gave their flowers to. Huge kudos to you. I think that, I think Darwin said it or something like communication. Communication is so poor initially when people first meet each other because people have a selfish motivation for getting to know someone. I think when men see women, they think about how fine she is, and maybe their primary objective is to have sex with her. When women see men, I don't know what y'all ladies' primary objective is, but I'm sure y'all have a primary objective.
It's the primary objective is, what is he going to do for me?
And I think if, again, we reverse things, instead of your primary objective be, I want X out of this person, if you took the mindset of, what am I willing to give this person? Is this man the kind of man that I'm willing to give everything to and submit to him and follow his lead? And if guys say to themselves, am I willing to put myself in harm's way for this woman's well-being? Am I willing to make sure I do everything in my power to give her an easier, softer life? Because we don't interact with that mentality, everything starts off on a bad foot. It's like,
yeah, shout out to the panel, man. Everyone, obviously, apart from this one, was very friendly and listening to each other. Is this probably the first time on the panel I've seen all of them get along? But there's always that one special one who's always attacking everybody. And shout out to this lady because, man, there's something attractive about a woman who tries to understand where men are coming from. Now, I understand the reason for that is because it's very rare these days. Out of 1,000 women, you're going to find like 2 women who are trying to understand men, who are trying to listen and, okay, where are you coming from? Okay, I can see what you mean when you say that fathers are needed. I can see what you mean when you say fathers shouldn't have to fight to see their own kids. That's so attractive about a woman. But I'll put the full link down below. Shout out to Lapif. This was a great conversation. What do you guys think? Comment down below. All right. Next, guys, we have the Daily Wrap-Up crew. They're talking about women's standards. The same women's standards are too high. They're too delusional, for that matter. But there was a woman who admits that, yeah, it's true. They have delusional standards these days. They don't want to date men who are 6 feet because they're too short. They don't want to date men who make $70,000 because that's too broke for them. They don't want to date men who don't travel because they're boring. Crazy. But let's get into it.
Does dating get easier or harder as you get older?
Harder.
Way harder.
Why do you think that?
From my experience, it gets harder because I feel like as I've gotten older, my expectations are different. And I'm looking for something different than when I was younger. The things that
Are they higher or lower than they was when you were younger?
I would say they're higher, they're more intentional. Like I'm looking at things that are not necessarily visible. Versus when I was younger, like certain things didn't bother me. It wouldn't bother me if a guy didn't have a job or if he didn't go to, like, because I wasn't thinking about that. I was more thinking about in the moment when I had less to really consider. But as I've gotten older, I'm into more substantial qualities. So it makes it harder because you might like, one or two things about a person, but they might be lacking in something that I consider very important. And so therefore we could be friends, but we wouldn't be able to, have anything
or build
serious or to move forward with the friendship, so to speak. So it's definitely harder.
I don't think.
Is it me? Like she said, and for most women, I think as they get older, their standards seem to go higher, right? But I think as for men, and I speak for, I think not for all men, but maybe for majority of men, as we get older, our standards come down, but they become a little bit rigid as well. What do I mean by that? Maybe when we're younger, we want a woman who goes out, parties all the time. Is it, if she's loud or this, we don't care. Like we can put up with a little bit more. But when we get older, we want a few things, but they're very, they're very important. So don't disturb my peace. So don't argue with me. Be supportive. Be good looking. That's it. Majority of men will go with that. But as women, they get older, the list becomes even way longer.
I think it's harder.
You think it's easier?
It's not easier, no harder.
It's the same.
It's not. Because it's not the same. Let me explain.
It's nothing. It's like, it's not the same. Like,
okay, let me not even ask that question. Okay, I can speak from, it's subjective at this point, right? Because this is how I feel, this is how I view it.
Yeah.
As a grown woman, and then you entertain somebody that, there's like, they're not the same age as you, but mentally, like, oh my gosh, like you guys connect. They're smart, they're intelligent, but at the end of the day, I don't feel like it's harder because there are people that are young that want the same thing that you might want in their current age. So I feel like mentally, if that person is mature enough, they can match up to me. It's hard for me to date somebody that's younger though, but I'm just saying, if your paths align, the age is just, that's the only gap. Like that's the only thing. But as far as like, because I'm in my 30s and you're in your 20s, mean that we want two different things. It may not be that's the case for me. I look at the mental and where are you in your life? Because there's a lot of 20-year-old men that are winning right now. Like they have their house already. They're in good, they're entrepreneurs. They're making 6, 7, 8 figures. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where are you? And like, how do you even carry a conversation? It's the simple things for me. So I would, in the beginning, I would say like, yeah, there is that issue of, I'm older now and these young men and these men don't know what they want. But from what I've been experiencing, I just feel like it's just the mental at this point. I just don't really think that's what it is.
I think men know what they want. I haven't had that experience. I'm a little older than you.
Okay.
So I think men know what they want very, very much so. I don't think it's that. I think the reason why it's a little harder is because you want, like, for me, I'm not interested in seeing multiple people, like I don't have the time, I don't have the patience.
Right.
I want to like really be into a person. And so in order to do that, you're gonna come into contact with people who you need to kind of vet and kind of see like where their mindset is, where they are, what they're actually looking for. If I meet a guy and he tells me like I don't want to be serious, I respect that, and we're gonna be friends.
Right.
Like you know what I mean. I'm not gonna try to push back on it. I'm not gonna try to prove you to pick me. None of that. You know what I mean. So as that goes on, you meet a lot of people. Like there's a lot of suitors. However, you weed people out, and you really want to have someone who you look forward to seeing. You want to spend time with. You don't want to just have multiple people who you're wasting time with. Oh, I'm gonna hang out with you this day, that day. I'm gonna do a random text. Text messages. You really want to have.
But that could
somebody
be at any age, though. That could be
right. But I
age.
feel like when you're younger, like I didn't have the same values, so to speak.
And I think that even when we were younger, we didn't have all the shit we have right now.
Right.
Social media and none of that. It was like little hit and misses like MySpace and
We
shit
had
like that.
social media,
But it wasn't
don't
like
drag it.
I think it wasn't as
I
not as
had
as now.
Facebook.
These kids actually live for this shit right now. We didn't have to live for it. We walked to places. Remember, we had teen parties. When the last time you had a teen party?
Right, yeah.
When the last time somebody dubbed it on in a club? Like,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, man, I think social media did a number on relationships and dating. Because a girl may have a friend, or actually, she may not even have a friend. She may be the kind of girl who doesn't care too much about a man's money. Okay, sure, she cares a man to be stable, but she doesn't care about going trips to Dubai and Jamaica and things like that. And then she'll open Instagram, see all these girls taking trips, and then she's gonna look at her man like, how come he's not taking me to trips? But they have men who are taking them to trips. And also, before social media, a man was not afraid of his girl receiving over 100 DMs in inbox in her phone. But now, as a man, you're dating, but if you know your woman is on social media, best believe she has men in her inbox. Now, whether she opens those messages or not, but just know they're gonna be guys in her inbox. Either they're taller, they got more money, or something. So anytime you guys have an issue in a relationship, the chances of her going left or right are very high.
So I get what you're saying, but I think that what we're going through now is not the same as it was before.
Yeah.
Like we had
social media.
We
wasn't
had
on
to
your
go
phone.
out and
I think
fend for
social
ourselves, like when
media
it came
is
to
what's
that.
messing it up at this point, honestly.
Yeah.
Social media has a lot.
There's another thing too, though. It doesn't. That plays a part, but y'all got to understand too. Like women with okay, so as women get older,
Right.
their value is not as much. As men mature and get older, they get money. They have more of the pick of the litter. You get what I'm
Yes,
saying? So
yes, that's
women now some women have babies, which
Mhm.
with a successful dude, he's not trying to be with a woman that has a child because that might be a
Right.
setback for him. So
Right.
it plays a part and it's different. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's all subjective because I have a child already, and whomever my actual person will be, I would prefer them to have a child already.
Okay.
But if my younger self would be like, no, he has to come clean, no kids, no this, no now. Come if you have a child, perfect, because I don't want no more. And right, and then like if you've been married before, okay, let's see on what terms it ended. But at the end of the day, like everything does, like the little things that we looked back at and be like, this person had to be this, he had to be that. I look at myself and I'm looking at my older self like, what is wrong with you? Like
Right.
that wasn't
Right.
even.
And-
look at that now.
And
like,
what I'm attracted to has changed totally. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real, but-
and like a lot of times, as a younger woman, we entertained dudes we knew.
But
we
that's
wasn't really
that's when y'all.
feeling
But that's when
him,
y'all
we
have the
wasn't
power though.
Right, exactly.
And y'all, I mean, I would say some women will use poor choice after that.
Right,
with
right,
that power.
absolutely.
But you live
Question,
and
let me
you
ask you a
learn.
question. You said that you wouldn't date a guy if he had children. Like
I
if he
would
didn't
prefer.
Have, you prefer? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was gonna say, what if you vibe with somebody that didn't have kids?
That's what I'm saying. I have deleted the list. I no longer have a list. There is no list.
Mm.
Dating my type is not working for me. So how am I insane to keep doing the same thing? You know what I'm saying? Like delete that list. And I
Right.
would encourage everyone to delete that list. Obviously have boundaries and standards and things that you're not going to settle for.
Right.
But this, he got to be 6, this, he got to be that, he got to be. All my followers know, like I remember posting in the beginning of the year saying, I'm going to delete my list. My man no longer needs to be 6 something. He no longer has to be dark skinned, even though I prefer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the little things now, because when you connect with someone, no matter how their age. Well, obviously you don't want minors, but like the little gap, because people look at me and they think I'm 20 something. No, I'm not. But if we connect here and you can stimulate and we can have a conversation and you're going places and you don't have to now about, oh, my man gotta have his own house, but at least you have your apartment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, delete that list because it will hinder you from meeting your person. Don't let social media come in and be like, all these pretty videos that you seen people posting, and then it makes people depressed thinking that you can't find a man. No, sis, that man probably knocked at your door already, but you chose not to because he did not match what was on the list.
Yeah. Facts. And shout out to her for being introspective and, you know, being self-aware, because so many women have this list of things they want in a man, and they swear for God, if a man doesn't meet a certain requirement, that he's not the man for them, and they're going to be feeling that they're going to be settling. It's like we've seen women reject men who are 6 feet because they're too short, and the women are 6'4", 6'5", rather 5'4", 5'5". They're way shorter than the guy, but because he's not 6'5" and he's just 6 feet, he's too short. So shout out to her, but I don't think majority of women are going to ditch the list of requirements they want, because for them that's settling and they don't want to settle.
Who do you think got this list? Men or women?
Women. I could take accountability for that. I had a long
I don't think I say I had a list. She could vouch for that. I've never really had a list because I've had preferences, but everybody gets a chance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I connect with you and we vibed and
equal opportunity dating,
and that's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and you know, I know for me what certain things may work, you know, what may not work for me as I get to know you though.
Right.
But I'm not gonna just shun you away because it didn't work at that moment. I mean, because I didn't like you at that moment because you didn't have what she said, the 6 feet, the dark skin, this, that, and third, the financial. Nah, you know, I've always dated outside of the average box. So when people see me with somebody, they be like, oh, you with him. Okay.
I don't shun. I'm not saying I
but
shun
now,
them.
you know, like I connect with people differently. Like, you know, I don't know, maybe it's based on my background and me being familiar. Like, I've been nothing raised around men. And I know how men think and move and everything. That don't mean I treat the men I meet as such. Like, oh yeah, because you got that bitch or you fuck with that girl. I'm not going in there with the intent of that. Because that's not what I do. And I'm not gonna get nowhere doing that. So, you know, I always feel a guy out.
Yeah. So Ace, how you feel about this? You think dating is easier as you get older or harder?
I would say for me personally, dating has gotten much harder out here because it's not a lot of quality out here. Like I'm trying to remember if it was quality back in the day. I don't know.
I was looking for quality.
I was looking for quality back in the day. So I don't know, but I think.
First of all, shout out to the ladies for being, you know, this is the first time I've seen some, you know, ladies give some good points on Daily Wrap Up Crew. It's usually they give all these delusional things, right? But I think that helps when women start to at least understand that you're never going to get the perfect guy. And I think as men, it also, you know, happens to us men as well. Because at some point as a man, you're not going to get the Instagram body. You're not going to get the, you know, the IG model. You're not going to get the 10. So as a man, at least for men, sometimes reality slaps us in the face. So we can't have a big list because otherwise we're going to box ourselves out of the majority of options. Not even majority, but few options. Most men have very few options, right? But I think for men, dating gets harder as we get older because we get to realize that women actually care about the money. When we were in high school, we thought women only care about the swag, you know, and just having a good time. But as we get older, we realize women actually care about our money. And so we got to work really harder. So we have to jump out of the fantasy and the Disney fairy tale of thinking that, you know what, you're actually going to get a woman to love you for you. No, she's going to love you if you're providing something.
Yeah, now that I'm looking for a quality woman, it's definitely hard because most women out here, they not looking to settle down. They out here You got articles coming out about women not being trustworthy, they cheating in their relationships. So you really gotta sit down and
you
vet these women, bro.
Somebody's telling lies.
That is
because
not sassy.
Women, we're complaining.
I know.
How are you saying you can't find quality women, and we're saying we can't find quality men? Like, what's going on?
The disconnect is because women's standards are way higher than it should be sometimes.
Let me clear it up. When I said I had that list, didn't mean like I didn't entertain, like have a conversation with someone that wasn't on that list. But it all boils down to like who would get first conversation.
But that's the thing. If you have a list of 10, 15 things you want from a man, if a man has 8, you're gonna leave him out. So what happens once he finds out you rejected him because he's 5'10" instead of being 6'5" like you want? That man loses confidence. He doesn't get more confident after you reject him. So either, right, he stops, approaching women for dating because they're like, okay, they want really tall guys and I'm not that tall to them. I'm short even if I'm 5'10". Or if he doesn't stop dating, he doesn't take women seriously because like they don't know what they want. They have all these crazy delusional standards.
There's women that saying I will not talk to you unless you send money to my Cash App.
No,
yes.
That shit is real.
That's crazy.
Let me tell you something.
That's crazy.
I actually respect sometimes how certain men move with females because for like 2 years, I had my brother's Instagram and he used to just tell me, just watch my DMs. And the way women would carry themselves, I honestly respect how men would move with them because it was disgusting, the shit I used to see. I'm talking about the girl knew he knew her man and she would still link him. Like, this was his man, like, I called you a friend or whatever, but where was your boundaries as a female?
Right.
So don't get mad when he start treating you a certain way, sweetheart, because you moved a certain way.
Because that's what you qualify for.
Yeah.
Understand, there are certain things that people qualify for and they get the treatment based on that. If you're in somebody's DMs saying that you got to cash at me first before we could talk,
that's a wrong message.
Have the expectations that they're going to treat you based on what you qualify for.
Right. So
Facts. Oh, she's speeding. She's cooking. Also, if everyone knew what they qualify for, because for example, I don't expect to date the same women like the ballers and athletes date. That would be delusional. But for some reason, average women think they deserve athletes and billionaires and millionaires.
Yeah, I think y'all made some great points. And I kind of agree with Ace as far as I think dating has become more difficult as you get older, because when you're younger, you have the time to entertain multiple women or multiple people in your example to find out who's the best compatible partner, right?
Right.
When you get older, you don't have as much time to entertain multiple people. So now you gotta
Your
fixate
mental
it on
capacity don't even work.
1 or 2 people, and then you don't get to build. It almost feels like you don't get to build that that bond with them because everything is so expedited nowadays. Because we're older, the women are our age, they're older, they're trying to hurry up and have this child because they don't want to get to the point where they possibly can't have as many children. So now it just feels like everybody's trying to expedite the relationship, and then it just feels forced. You know what I mean? So even what you said, I respect the boundaries that you had, but sometimes it can come off a little bit strong if you meet a woman and she's like, well, these are my lists. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen some dating profiles where you just go on and shit there. Well, if you got to have this, my children come first. Just know that my children come first. You will never be first. And like, it's a whole bunch of shit. And it's like, God damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, can we even vibe?
Instagram bios be a little bit too much.
I'm like, yo, can we just vibe and fill each other out first without feeling like I have to automatically be your boyfriend from the beginning? Like, I've just met you. Like, is either you're my boyfriend or that's it, because I'm not wasting my time. You know, some men are like that as well. So I think it is a little bit.
Not to mention, dating is fucking expensive these days, man. Like,
like,
you can't go on those simple dates no more. If you take a woman on a simple date, she's like, oh, yeah, you ain't got
what
no
is
money.
simple though?
Like, for me personally, I'd
Walk in
rather
the
just
park.
go get a drink with somebody just to fill you out to see if we could even go on another date. You know what I
Well,
mean?
you would do that. Some men are cheap and they do that just because
Yeah,
they
but
don't
somebody might.
But that's the thing. The fact that you called a man taking you out for a drink cheap is the issue. Why does it gotta be cheap when you're both trying to get to know each other? So you want a man to invest all this money and then at the end of the day, you don't even like him? So you start eating your meal, your dinner, your expensive food, and then you find out you don't like him? So now you're stuck there with a plate full of food. Do you see what I mean? She's already calling the date cheap. She's calling men cheap on the first date just to get to know each other.
Consider me cheap because I want to do that.
But how we know that? How we know that he's being cheap?
Exactly.
I don't think to get a drink.
Listen, I'd rather go to like I usually for the first like kind of meetup or whatever. I'm like, let's meet at Starbucks or something like that, or let's meet at a park, like something simple, because I need to know if I'm actually feeling you enough to go forward. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I definitely understand. We're in a recession. Dates are very expensive, and certain dates you really don't get to know a person. If we go to the movies, I'm not gonna get to know you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a
You
fact.
need to be doing something active that's gonna really show me how your mind works, how you think. You'll get to see how I think. It really will show you if you're really into this person based on doing certain things. And so sometimes sitting down and having dinner is just not it.
Exactly.
But then they want to ask you out to go to the club. I had a guy ask me out to go to the
guy
club
asked
I ain't never
for
did
the
that.
first day. Yeah.
I met you at the club.
Right. He sent me a whole. I'm like,
You ain't never lie. That must be a
sent
promoter.
me the
Some
thing, and
promoters,
it's a
they
club.
will do that.
Yeah.
Was it like a? Was it like a?
It's a nightclub.
Was it like a? Oh, okay, never
It's
mind.
a
I thought it was
nightclub.
like a lounge, something.
It was
like
not a lounge. It was a
drinks,
club.
like that.
Yeah, some of those guys just want to go show off and like buy bottles, buy sections just to show off, or maybe get drunk with a girl, things like that. But a shout out to Daily Wrap Up crew. This was a good conversation, man. The dating scene right now as we get older is crazy. Women's standards are way too high. Men are giving up on dating because they call you cheap if you just want to go have a drink, just to get to know you. But it's like, if we don't like each other, if you feel the energy, you can easily leave. It's just a drink. It's not a whole full course meal and we have to stay stuck in front of each other if the energy isn't there. But if we vibe, we can always move on to the next time or to the next activity. What do you guys think? All right, so those are all the videos. I hope you guys subscribe to my channel. Till next time, peace.